Nana! No, guy. Leroy Phillips is also known as Smooth. I'm sure the Almighty knows that, as many prayers as I've been sending up, and I ask you to do the same thing. Smooth is battling cancer, and he could be under medication right now. When he is feeling okay, he gets in and joins us, but we need to join the fight to keep Smooth on this planet. He's got to stay with us. We got to win the Super Bowl, and Smooth's got to be there to witness it. Smooth! What was that? Nana! It's so good to get back when you talk football. Fam, it's time for a game. It didn't hit me until 48 hours ago. Got a game. Time to show up and show out. 49ers preseason game 1 versus Titans. Preview and player predictions tonight. This season reports out of preseason training camp regarding every position group, save that of the offensive line, have been encouraging. In fact, names like Ambry Thomas, Gray, and Ronnie Bell were immediately penciled in on a lot of our lists as goodbye. No, fam, they've been making some improvements. Ronnie Bell, especially, and Ambry Thomas. Gray's already hurt, but the doubt may have shifted since the start of camp. There are a number of names everybody will agree that they want to see in action coming up Saturday. Linebacker, I'll beat everybody. No. Dee Winters, of whom Fred Warner early on dubbed of having the best camp out of everybody, is on the must-see menu. What are you talking about, Fred? We want to see this. It's Graham out there getting into fights and scuffles. Let him lose Saturday if he's that mad. Let him hit somebody that's not part of our family. He went after McKivitz. Graham's not as big as McKivitz. I love guys that are punching at guys out of their size range. McKivitz should be able to just grab Graham up and ball him up and throw him in the trash. I don't think so. Coaches love that too. They act like, no, guys, stop it. They like it because that means emotions are running high. The juice is rolling. Adrenaline is pumping. That's what you want. That's what you need in a football player. Safety Malik Mustapha, showing a lot of polish fresh from that 2024 draft. He almost got a pick today. He couldn't catch it. I mean, it hit him. He was there on time and dropped it. It was, from what the report says, it was green gas. Blue skies. He was on his way to the end zone. Also, could Cody Schrader be another running back that was mistakenly overlooked during the draft? It's just to name a few, fam. It's going to be fun watching this game. So to the phones we go to share anticipations of how players hoping to remain standing and in a 49ers uniform when the dust and smoke all clears. Continuing this Saturday versus the Titans. Yeah. Base your monitor, whatever your device is. There's all the instructions you need. Get on here. Let's talk some 49 football. Okay, here's the thing. Won't you be so glad when your life does not include the thoughts of what's going to happen with Brandon Aiyuk? And make no mistake, we do need Brandon Aiyuk. We're already seeing both Cowan and Pearsall are already laid up. Big Show and I used to laugh about this we used to laugh at other teams going after wide receivers in the first round. I said, you know what, Show, what do we notice, even with us? You pick up a wide receiver in the first round, he's going down before week 2 or 3. If he makes it to week 1, that includes us. I mean, these guys are not used to all that bam, boom from grown-ass men. Because, you figure, coming out of college is one thing, but now it's a different story. They put the pads on all of a sudden, Cowan, and Ricky, who was just raising hell before they put the pads on. Later, Patriots said, when you look, I'm looking at Brandon Aiyuk. Apparently, it's not all about just the money, I guess. I mean, the Patriots said, get on over here, man. We'll give you $32 million right now. word is though that neither Aiyuk doesn't want to go over there because he's not feeling real comfortable about the quarterback situation in New England, so he doesn't want to get over there and have to be just out there getting paid and not playing any football worth a damn. So, and also the Patriots were about to give the 49ers the compensation they were at it for. Some rumors out there that the 49ers are asking for 2 first-round picks. They should. But anyway, now Aiyuk's not interested in going to New England or Cleveland, it seems. He still seems to think that Washington's the place he wants to be, or the Steelers. So I'm not... What does he want? Okay, you know what? I understand the 49ers also said, either can you take the offer we offered? If we get a good deal from another team, I mean, if you don't, you got us between a rock and a hard place here. If we get an offer with proper compensation from another team, can you go? Or play on your 5th-year option? So Brandon's sitting there, and I feel sorry for him because none of those options are good for him. You can tell. And you think about it, they're not. They suck. I mean, I'm going to go to a team that's going to pay me $40 million and we're not going anywhere. I'm going to just sit around being mad every week. Brandon, it's the price you got to pay, man. You want to play with a contender, you got to stay there and make it possible for us to remain contenders. You can't take all the money and say things like, well, it's not my problem. It is your problem. Well, this is your problem as well. Now you've added this problem compounded with everything else that's bothering you. Oh. Well, I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not have to sit there and deal. If they told me, okay, Ronbo, your assignment is to deal specifically with Brandon Aiyuk on a daily basis. Why? No. Hey, how about we take turns with him, okay? Because, no. I would, God, no. That is really a pain in the ass. And Shanahan believes the 49ers remain Super Bowl contenders, and Aiyuk staying with the team would boost their chances of reaching their ultimate goal. Of course it would. Aiyuk does things that I doubt very seriously anybody we bring in is going to be able to do, okay? I need a guy that can get out there and put enough fear in the defense that they're not going to sit around playing man defense on us. And if they do, that's going to hurt them. I want them to stay in zone coverage most of the time on the 49ers so we can tear them apart. We don't have anybody who can do that. Ricky Pearsall's not ready yet. Cowan's not ready yet. Damn it, I wish this would end. You know what? Let's. If you have anything to add to the dilemma with a capital D that is Brandon Aiyuk's situation, go ahead. I want to talk about the matchups to watch. I look at some of the guys that I've been curious about this whole offseason anyway, and let me get that list. I don't think is Ricky going to play this Saturday? I don't know. Maybe. They haven't counted him out yet. Renardo Green. I can't wait to see Green. He plays bigger than his size. I want to see what he looks like against a hostile environment. Dominic Pooney. Everybody's talking about Dominic Pooney. Hey, fam, he's getting a lot of reps in practice due to injuries, right? Dominic Pooney, spotlight him. There's a guy to circle to watch all game long. Renardo Green, Dominic Pooney, Malik Mustapha. This is going to be some exciting stuff. He's been cutting up this whole time. Isaac Rindo's hurt. I don't know about Cowan either. They haven't said he's out. They just said he's banged up. Have you heard anything about Jared Kingston since when? Is he still with us? Tatum Bethune. I see what Tatum looks like. He probably won't start, I would imagine. They'll probably start some of the other guys I'm talking about now, along with some of the veterans that have been in there trying to make the team as well. Tanner Mordecai is said to believe, and I've heard it from more than one person, Mordecai's got everybody not named. By the way, Brock Purdy's he's throwing lasers. He's throwing lasers. More than one person said that. That arm is healed up completely. I don't know who he was working with off season, but Brock Purdy, people are gonna stop talking about him having a weak arm, from what I'm understanding. Oh, he hit. was that Jawan Jennings. And by the way, Deebo Samuel has called the best receiver in camp this year due to his consistency and the things he gets done. Brock hit him with a laser down the sideline. And it wasn't a short pass. A laser downfield. You go, Brock. With all the things because he's got a lot of attributes in his game. The guy can process, the guy can read defenses, he can figure out what to do, and he does it quickly. I understand Kyle's also got some design runs for him. Not so much he's going to be running quarterback. That's not what we want. But he's going to be a guy that makes you fearful of just thinking he's not going to take off. I like that idea because I don't want him hurt. I need Trey Williams back out there. Tanner Mordecai I understand he put some serious pop on the ball, and he's not bad. Could Tanner Mordecai move into number 2 and be a story similar to that of Brock Purdy? Ooh, it's exciting stuff. Senator Drake Nugent, we'll see who looks like. Cody Schrader. We got a lot of running backs that are banged up. Cody Schrader is probably going to get a lot of burn. Him and why do we call him JP? Anyway, we got 2 running backs. At least, yeah, we're going to see some things at running back because it's too bad that Tariq Owens got hurt. I think he would have been involved. But the 49ers waived him, so we're not sure if he's ever going to make it back. He will. Nobody's going to pick up Tariq Owens. He'll be back on the club by next week. Evan Anderson, right? The defensive tackle, the big kid. And I understand he moves quick. Tight end Mason Pline. And, yeah. Some of the other guys who already know what they're capable of, some of the guys that are coming in for a few minutes, like the first stringers are all pretty much going to be in there for like a hot minute and out. I understand Brock Purdy's not going to see any action. So we got a lot to look forward to in this game because it's good to look at guys that are trying to make the team more than it is guys who already know what they're capable of. Yes, and yes, and yes. Where's my phones? Get me. Hey. Big Show, I hate to say, Big Show, you do not hate to say I told you so. You love to say so. My girl Fuller said on Rich Eisen show, relationship beyond repair. What wide receiver would like John and Kyle to acquire? Yeah. Well, see, Show, that's what I'm saying. The 49ers would like to actually, I understand they've approached him in a different way recently because they can see things are spinning completely out of control. In the 49ers. What I do appreciate is we're going to stop lying and telling us that we got this. They don't got this. And they probably never did have that. So thanks for that contribution. And this is why we don't have any money, family. They've already paid too much money. Wait, it's Barack O'Leary. Did we make a bet? Even he resides, where's my money? I do make bets sometimes and I forget I made. And that's conveniently done in case the person comes to collect. I say, when did we make a bet? What are you talking about?
Ronbo.
Until, of course, they pull out their gun. I know, I was just kidding. Matty S.
Ronbo.
Matty,
Ronbo.
Matty, how you doing tonight, man?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm okay. Other than kid, it's a splinter, man. You're a guy that lived out in the places where you can get a splinter, like I have. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
As a kid, you couldn't quit fooling around for your mom. You go in the house for your mom to pull that splinter out because she was going to take her time and make you wait for 15 minutes and dig it out. And you're going to be screaming in pain, right? So it's the same splinter. With Brandon Aiyuk, he's oh man, with this
kind of is, dude. I mean, how it's kind of like it reminds me of Bosa-esque. We got tired of hearing that too.
But we knew Bosa was going to eventually sign. Matty, I have my doubts. We really need him. They weren't going to let Bosa go by any stretch of the imagination, even if they had to just quit. I mean, John or somebody get
True
fired
story.
just to get to pay him
Yeah.
money, you know. Trent Williams.
No joke, huh?
Yeah, same thing. But Brandon
Yeah.
Aiyuk, I think
That's a must.
this is scary. What do you think's going to happen with that?
I don't know, man. I mean, the ball's in 49ers court if you really think about it. Because, I mean,
Is
if
it,
he
though?
sits out, it's bad. It's a bad look for him.
Yeah. Okay, they said they've been. Somebody said also in the Rihanna rumors swirl. They're willing to hedge themselves above that $26 million original offer. They're not going to do 30. Brandon wants 30, and it seems that's really true.
He's tripping.
So, man. So
I don't know, man. Just call it 26 and make sure there's like some nice guaranteed money in there. Give him some upfront cash.
what?
You know, spread it out. We got to pay Brock next year.
I know.
We have to pay Kinlaw, I think, too, and then like Hargrave or I don't know. There's some other dudes we got to pay. I'm like, come on, man, give me a break.
It's like I said, Matty. If you and I were in charge, you'd come in your office, say, "All right, Matty, you're in charge of the Brandon Aiyuk situation." What? Whoa! Don't run away. What did you say? I'd say, okay, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to give me Brandon's phone number. I'll call him. Listen, Brandon, here's what we're going to do. This is not going anywhere. You're not happy with what we're doing. We're certainly not happy with what you're doing. You're going to play your fifth-year option or sit. And the next year, you can go about your merry way. But that's the last of what we're going to talk about as far as this goes. I would. Because at this point, I'm not going to win this. There's nothing I can offer him. He's made up his mind.
Yeah, might be where we're at, man. To tell you the truth, as sad as it sounds.
Yeah, we need him now. We really do. He brings a lot to that offensive machine that we need.
Absolutely.
So, anyway.
I think we got a kid on the line.
What are some of the good things you want to check out, though, in this game? It's a game, Matty. It's time to get happy. Everybody, happy?
Crazy,
yes.
It's finally here.
Yeah. Some guys you got interested in?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see. I want to see the depth of the quarter or the running back room.
God, yeah. A lot of guys. Grindo's not going to be there. I really wanted to see him. There's a couple other guys banged up. Of course, already know that. Well, he wasn't going to play anyway. CMC wasn't going to get out there anyway. Elijah Mitchell, of course, is in a perennial state of pain.
Yeah. So you were talking about Green. It'd be nice to see him.
Yeah.
Nice to see a little bit of Pooney.
Yeah. You see a lot of Pooney.
I think we'll see a little bit of here, a little bit of everything, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, not everything, but the things we're curious about, I should say. Yeah. We're not curious about CNC. We know what we got. We don't need him getting hurt.
I know.
Put that tool on the shelf.
Yeah. Well, left tackle Jalen Moore has been getting a lot of reps, and I understand he's getting better. We'll see him. And because I don't know how long, you can't just bring Trent back if he waits, like the 49ers love to do. He comes back a week or two before Monday Night Football. Is he going to be ready to play? I mean, I know he's a vet, but he still needs some reps. He needs some reps.
Oh. Oof. That's scary thought, huh? That's a real scary thought. Right?
There's so many.
Yeah.
God.
I don't like that one, though.
No,
we need to show out that night. It's one of those games, like, regardless of whether it's your team or not, man, it's Monday Night Football, bro.
Yeah.
I think everybody's watching.
And it's the opening day. I want to win opening day so bad.
Oh, yeah. I concur. So does Aaron Rodgers.
He really does. For a plethora of reasons. Rodgers doesn't like us. Rodgers has had enough of the 49ers the last 2 lifetimes. He didn't get drafted by the team and he thought he should have. He has to go to the cold and frozen tundra of Green Bay to play football. And the 49ers came over there to beat him. He comes to San Francisco, we beat him. I mean, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I don't say anything public like he doesn't, but I hate the 49ers.
He's almost He's almost kind of like Russell Wilson was to us for a little while.
I know.
We just own him.
If he gets sacked.
It's just whatever. Yeah, like we own him.
And Nick is looking awesome in camp this year. And I got Leonard Floyd over there, who Nick's even bragging about. I got a couple other guys over there, including Gross Matos, that's doing a number. And this big kid in the middle, Evan.
Music to my ears.
Aaron!
Music to my ears, bro. Seriously. It's going to be beautiful, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to be a good game, but I feel like we're still going to pull that one out by 14 or plus points. I think that,
Yeah, because the defense may take over that game no matter what, because they've got a good defense too, though. So, but I think the 49er defense is...
Oh, we'll pick off Aaron Rodgers at least once.
At least, because the way we're picking off people now in practice, I think they're tired of picking off our guys.
Yeah.
And anything else is going to be a lesser opponent, because the 49ers are running 49er plays. Robert Sala's going to be tough, though. We're getting ahead of ourselves, though. We still need to talk about this game, though. Matty, give me some more about what's going to come up here. Tanner Mordecai.
That's, looking positive, it seems, from what I can tell. So I was excited about that. I'm glad you brought that one up, too. I almost forgot about him.
Yeah, everybody did.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about a lot of things the 49ers did on this offseason. I think the only thing that's really, I feel like, just kind of the kink in the armor right now is just we just talk about BA all day.
I know. See, it ruined the whole offseason, because last offseason, we knew Nick was going to eventually skyd. But no, we're not doing scores today. This is a preseason game. There's no point doing that. But anyway, remember how excited we were because BA came into camp busting ass in OTAs. I mean, you got a CMC out there setting the pace. I mean, they were a Super Bowl team. You could see it. The veterans are out there looking hungry, right?
Yeah, dude. Oh.
And this year, Debo's playing out of his mind in practice. He's got a day off, but still, Debo's been playing hard. And,
Love it. I love it. Debo's a force, man. He really is.
Especially he's motivated.
Dude, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He'll run through you.
Well, if we get to the Super Bowl this
year,
I do feel sorry for the team, because the 49ers are going to be enraged. I have every confidence. By the way, Rudy's calling Drake a bust.
Oh, geez, Rudy.
Rudy, you know what? How about Stetson Bennett Jr., okay? Let's not pretend the Rams don't have any busts in their camp. What would the world be without?
Yeah, shut up, Rudy.
What would the world be without Rudy? God, it's
annoying. Be quiet.
GB Bull working.
Nice. Serene.
Matty, we'll see. Let me get back there. I'll see you game time. All right.
Oh, I'm so excited, dude.
Should be fun.
Man. Let's just get pumped up, 49er fam. I think regardless, man, it's going to be nice to have football back. So don't complain about the score regardless of what it is. I just think we just need to be thankful that we're right at the doorsteps of 49er football again, man. And it just seemed like it came quick.
It did. So, I was thinking the same thing.
I think we're good, man.
That's what happens when you go long into the postseason. See, Rudy, you don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, Rudy doesn't know about that. So
game time,
he might not know about that for quite a while.
Man, I'll see you game time. Can't wait.
All right, buddy.
All right. Night, Matty.
Sounds good, buddy. Have a good night, buddy.
You too. Thanks, Matty. And it's double A. Aaron.
Ronbo.
Aaron, tell you, man. I got Jordan Mason, Cody Schrader. You know, as far as an entertainment level and piquing curiosity, couldn't get any better than that. And I'm for that. Kyle's not going to play any of his starters, so we're going to get to see the kiddies that are trying to make it. But Aaron, if you got anything you want to add to the it's I find it depressing. Is why I almost forgot to mention your observations and conclusions and thoughts that you want to share with us about the Brandon Aiyuk situation now that it's taken another avenue from where it was, which already was running down a bumpy road, detour signs everywhere. And no, they had to drive it right over the cliff with this. He doesn't want to go here. He doesn't want to go there. They're going to give him money he wants there, but he doesn't like the place. We don't like what they're giving back to us. Stalemate. Gay. Oh. Well, anyway, what are you thinking?
Well, from what I heard today,
Yeah.
I think was it Brandon Aiyuk's personal coach,
Yeah.
TJ, is it TJ Houshmandzadeh?
I really,
Something like that.
I didn't, I feel enlighten me. I didn't know Brandon had what he call a personal coach. I've only known about his agent that seems to be seen in locker rooms now in both the Raiderville and here. So I don't know what's going on with Brandon Aiyuk. Not completely. And I'm not even sure if I want to know at this point. But go ahead, explain that to me.
But yeah, BA's personal, wide receiver coach, TJ Houshmandzadeh, he was on the 95.7 game radio, and he said that the Niners only offer him $26 million, but you want to know how much BA really wants? It's not $30 million.
It's more?
He wants he wants $28 million. So
Nice.
that goes to tell you that it's the Niners' fault, because they should have got the deal done way before, the draft and stuff. So
see,
yeah.
and if the Patriots go give him 32, which is what's being rumored, then he should have blitzed if it was all about the money. It's, you know what? It's not just the money. Thought it was. That's why I was starting to side up with the team. I said, "BA, man, you can make more money on a winning team than you can getting paid at one that's getting their butt beat. And you're going to get traded at some point because you'll be an asset because teams trying to get better than getting rid of you for something else. I mean, it just becomes a mess. He needs to stay with the 49ers.
Yeah.
But the 49ers need a man up. Give him 27.5 at least, John. They did this. You know who else they did this with, right? They did this with one of the best tackles that the 49ers have ever had. They wouldn't. I don't understand this. But go ahead. Man.
But yeah, and also BA's former head coach, Herm Edwards, they were both at Arizona State.
Yeah.
He also says that BA really wants to stay with the Niners. So,
He made that clear a long time ago.
and I mean, because like, say for example, if BA wants to go to Pittsburgh and they have a quarterback, they got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm. Between one of them, they must be able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's no guarantee that you're not going to get the same chemistry with Brock Purdy. So
Not for weeks,
you might as well,
if ever.
yeah, you might as well want to build the chemistry with Brock Purdy from last year. So I don't know. It is really messy situation.
But I believe BA on this because remember DeForest Buckner said they wouldn't hedge from the original deal that they offered me? And so I said, well, I mean, if you guys are going to take that attitude, I guess I should take my disrespected butt on out of here then, you know? You do need, I need to offer him at least 27.5. I think Jed would sign on for that. And I can cut somebody else. I don't need to keep Drake. Oh, I don't pick. He's not making any money anyway. Who could I let go that I can do without? Danny Gray, Ambry Thomas. Okay, you know what? Those guys have been working hard. I just think that 49ers could make this work if they wanted to. Is it that difficult, really?
I mean, to me, it's just like, it's only like a $2 million difference from 26 to 28. So
Right? That's not a $5 million gap or anything like that. I agree.
no. But, anyway.
Oh, GB, I forgot about that. Matt Breida, Jordan Mason. That's all we got. Matt Breida, Jordan Mason, and Cody Schrader. That's the three guys you're going to see Saturday. That's all we got.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see
Matty B
Cody
back.
Schrader.
Yeah. Oh, everybody is. Matty B's back. I'm shocked. I thought they were pissed off with him when he left. Wade Roberts, I'm just playing,
Yeah,
man. You know, I ain't mad at Danny Gray. I'm just kidding. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I'm really excited to see Dominic Cooney.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Foster says he's been doing good. So
And not one coach is saying a bad thing about him. You don't want to ask Chris Forster though, because Chris Forster. It's funny because we all know this about Chris Forster, but I didn't know outside people. Somebody said, "Yeah, Forster gave me pretty much a long, elaborate explanation." I started laughing. Did you? You don't ask Chris Forster any questions, man. He'll have you there for a half an hour. Bring your lunch if you do, and have a seat. Chris goes on and on.
and he's really smart, but
Well, he's on drugs.
but yeah, you know who's the player I'm really excited to see?
Who's that?
Dee Winters.
Oh, I know. That's the guy.
They
You know
said
what? If he does
was
really well
flying
quickly, they'll
around.
pull him out, though. We'll see how long he's out there.
Yeah, they said Dee Winters was flying around on defense. I mean, his speed.
Playing that 49er style football. See, Devondre, he don't know. Devondre just got here trying to learn things. Dee's been learning for a while now, right? Watch Dee take that job. Ooh. When the cuts
Yeah, I
come,
wouldn't
when the
be
49ers go
surprised.
to extreme, because Jalen Graham is over there getting into fights and carrying on. He might be a good backup. You also got Flanagan Foles. We got enough linebackers. Devondre's probably got some guaranteed money, though. But anyway.
Yeah. And also I can't wait to see Malik Mustapha and Bernardo Green.
Yes, them two in particular. What an exciting preseason. This could be the most exciting, anticipated preseason. I can't remember one that had more. Because Fred Warner. I didn't think Fred Warner was going to be as good as he was. I had no idea. I didn't even know what a George Kittle was. And Trent, he's back to what? Oh, hey, we ran out of time, man. I'm getting too excited about this preseason. I can't stop talking about it. I got to stop and listen, though. Hey, I'll see you game time and afterward, too, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
And on Twitter,
night.
as I always do. Love it. All right, fam.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
You too. Night, Anthony.
Rumbo, my man.
Anthony, good to hear from you. You can touch upon the Brandon Aiyuk situation. I'm through talking about it. I've had enough. It's making me crazy. Start taking aspirin. I don't want to be doing all that. and then jump on the players. You can't wait to see it. Go ahead.
I think if it's not about the money, I think he want to be featured more.
Ooh. Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he getting tired of everybody always talking about. There's more players out there.
and Debo and
Yeah.
Brock Purdy getting all the love, and
That's right. I
George
think he
Kittle.
want to be featured more.
Would you do that, Anthony? Would you line up your playbook to put him more as a focal point?
I mean, he's a great route runner. He know how to route people.
I don't think there's anybody in the league can really cover him. Not a whole game. Ask Stefan's brother over in Texas.
Not a whole game. It can't.
Trayvon Diggs. I'd love to ask Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon, how do you feel when you're playing against Brandon Aiyuk? Man, what you asking me that question for?
They were talking about getting Cortland Sutherland. I said, if we got him, we wouldn't miss a beat. So that's a big boy.
I know, man. And Cortland's got lots of experience and time in the league.
Yeah.
Hey, is Cortland still in Denver?
Yeah. You see him good.
Denver has a lot of players we love to take, right?
Yeah.
I still want that cornerback. I'll take Cortland Sutherland, though.
Yeah, I mean he's a big boy, man, and we really do need a wide receiver that can get these contested catches.
Well,
that ain't Brandon Aiyuk.
Yeah, they picked up Chosen Anderson.
Oh yeah,
I remember him. Where's he been? I haven't seen him in a long time on any team.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Everybody did, and when I saw him, I didn't know the name. I didn't know who that was. Who was Chosen? That's not his. That's not the name. Yeah, that's not his name he used to have. Then I saw him. I remember this dude, but I've not seen him in forever. Okay.
And Ronbo.
Hmm.
People talking about Cowan banged up. Cowan's not banged up. He had a calf strain. He went back to practice, and he was making plays.
Oh, okay, good. Because I definitely wanted to see him Saturday. Oh, what's wrong with Ricky?
No, Ricky went up in the air, did what he always do when he got one of the acrobatic catches, and came down on his shoulder.
Oh, that's right.
So he left with a shoulder injury.
And I don't want to take any chances on him, so he'll be out.
God
knows how long.
They don't want to take no chances on him. Yeah.
Okay, so Cowan. So we'll get to see Cowan then Saturday, most likely. Good.
Yeah. You should see Cowan Saturday. But you ain't gonna see Pierce.
Well, we got about 13 to 14 wide receivers. I just thought about those two.
We got 14. What? So we got 14 rappers.
Hey, Anthony, here's a quiz. Name about 3-4 you plan on looking for Saturday. Because Debo ain't playing. I don't think Jennings is either. Okay, so now you're down to 12. Ricky's not playing.
Mustapha.
No, I'm talking about wide receivers. I'm talking about wideouts.
Oh, wide receivers. Oh, I want to see. What?
The same blank I was drawing.
I want to see Cowan.
Yeah.
I want to see the rookie we got last year from Michigan.
That's Danny's been here for 3 years.
Number 10. The rookie we got last year.
I know, draw a blank. I can't remember.
From Michigan. What his name is now?
Okay, I need a roster. And the number 10 number is, yes, he took it away from Jimmy, and everybody's laughing.
You know, he caught the touchdown pass on the corner end zone. He toe tap. What his name is?
Oh, yes, Ronnie Bell. I loved him to death. I
Yeah,
forgot.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Ronnie Bell. Bell will be in action. Yes.
Bell, they say Bell been getting off.
Oh, and he been smoking Chavarius Ward. What? They made sure you knew it was Chavarius. I says, man.
I want to see Cowan, Bell.
You're going to see Trent Taylor, too, most likely. Okay, there you go. Trent Taylor. All the tight ends seem to be, except for is it Pline? You got a couple other guys.
Man,
Saubert,
what's called me messing up left and right out there, man?
Who's that?
Cameron out too.
Cameron, man.
This nigga supposed to be going in motion and ran into the quarterback and got sacked.
God. What's wrong with him?
I think Cameron out too. I think he's through, man.
Latu is through. That rhymes too. Yeah, I understand that Saubert is the lead man to back George Kittle up or play alongside of him.
Yes. They say Saubert and
Braden
Willis.
Braden Willis, tight end. Braden Willis. Now, I've not heard anything about him, good or bad, though.
My Braden Willis.
Yeah.
Oh, he be making some plays out there, Ronbo.
Okay, because I cover the reports and they cover certain people, but I haven't heard anything about Braden.
He been dropping balls left and right, man.
Latu's not ready to go. You know what? You're gonna put him on the IR again. How much time do you want to waste with Latu though? And you know what? Drake Jackson, this is it. Drake Jackson comes up with any problems next year, he's done. Latu, I got to believe the same thing there. You go ahead and put him on the IR.
He's through for this year right here. They put him on IR this year. He's through for this year.
Yeah, I know. I know Jackson's out. I'm thinking Latu, mentally, he's out, apparently. Because he can play better football than that. You can't go to Bama and be as bad as Latu is.
I think Kyle getting tired of him already.
We're all tired of Latu. I mean, cause we could have had other options. But we got to go, though, fam. Let me, I'll see you game time, during and after. All right? Looking forward to it, Anthony.
Football is here, Ronbo.
Yes.
All right.
Damn, I got here quick. Have a good night, fam.
Yeah. Thank you, Ronbo.
Thanks, fam. And there he goes. Push the button. Well, it's a big show. Ooh, it's a big show on tonight. So get on in here and tell me I told you so. And I've already given you kudos on that. And Bronco Niner has made a promise that he's going to stop picking on you, at least cut it down by 30%. So there's some good things happening for you, Show.
I've been the first. Can you hear me, Ronbo?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear.
So I was the very first one on here, and I don't normally like to toot my own horn here very much because I'm a very humble person and a very simple man.
Of course.
But I've been the first one on here trying to tell everybody that this day was about to come, and look at what's happening. It's here.
Brock, hit that horn, though. That's all. That'll be enough. Okay, go ahead.
The horn's not necessary because it's the truth, and we don't have enough money to go around for everybody. We have our quarterback that's potentially going to be making $55 million a year annually, and this is the year for the San Francisco 49ers this is the year for our front office to truly evaluate Brandon Aiyuk without a legitimate number one wide receiver on the outside perimeter. And this will determine the factor of whether or not we're going to be paying him $55 to $60 million a year this entire season. And Brock Purdy better let this contract situation that's going on with Brandon Aiyuk be a wake-up call for him, because this could potentially happen to him too. You know, like, he's going to have a great year, so the pressure is going to be on him this year to have another great year. without Brandon Aiyuk. We have to stop. We're going to have to start thinking and moving on, and come to the conclusion of life after Brandon Aiyuk before the season starts this year, Ronbo, because it's looking more and more every day like that's more likely going to happen. And this is going to be the determining factor of whether or not the 49ers want to pay Brock Purdy $55 to $60 million a year. And I'd like to know where I'm wrong on this. If you can point something out, I mean, then where I'm wrong. Do you agree with me? Like,
No, you notice I haven't said nothing. It's truth hurts. Okay, you're killing me here, so that's why I haven't said anything. No, we're having guys. I hope you're not having a problem with the chat. I see somebody saying that the chat is we're struggling with. We're having a problem with the chat. So I hope you found the option. Okay.
The reason why that it's taking so long for him to be moved is because they're looking for another wide receiver to put in his place.
I noticed that. They're picking him up right and left. Oh.
Yeah, that's why we signed Chosen Anderson today. But he's not going to make the team. Obviously, he's just a camp body.
Yeah. We got a couple other guys.
They're looking for. Yeah, I don't know who they are though. I wasn't paying attention.
I know that's what's so frightening. Who are they?
Yeah. This is why it's taking forever to get the deal done or to accept the offer that the Pittsburgh Steelers made them, because they're looking for a replacement, a Band-Aid, pretty much.
Exactly.
To keep the bleeding from stopping. You know what I mean? For Brandon Knight's replacement, because they don't want to go into the season without a legit experienced wide receiver. And that's why I asked you that question when I think of that contribution. Who would you like to see them acquire? And one of the names that keeps popping up in my head is T. Higgins. He's not going to require ask for 30, 35 million a year. No, he's not in that ilk. He's not in that tire of receivers. He's not. He even showed that he accepted his 5th-year option with the Cincinnati Bengals, and that says a lot about his character.
Oh, he accepted that. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a name to keep an eye out. Like, should they want to acquire a receiver, a good replacement in Brandon Aiyuk? And I'm pretty sure he would be glad to accept $26 million a year, unlike Brandon Aiyuk. And also another name, I know it's going to sound a little bit crazy, but Juju Smith-Schuster. He's only making $8.5 million annually a year right now.
Really?
And he is a nasty blocker, Ronbo. A very nasty blocker. I don't know if you've seen
him. He's got a lot of attitude too. No, I've seen him. Remember, he started his rookie year off beating up on people as an enforcer with the Steelers. Yeah.
Vontez, I can't remember the safety's name, but he got flagged for it on that play. Vontez something.
Yeah.
But he got flagged on the play for blocking him illegally, and then that block was nasty, Ronbo. Like, oh my God! I
remember Juju's.
And that's an important part of a receiver to have, a quality to have in a receiver to play in Kyle Shanahan's offense, of whether or not you can block or not, because that's what gets you onto the field. If you can block, if you can be an extra offensive lineman, then Kyle loves you.
If you can play for Kyle, he's going to love you if you can do all that. Yeah.
And a receiver too. So that's another name to keep an eye out for, is because the Patriots already made Brandon Aiyuk an offer, and they put together a framework for a trade to happen to acquire Brandon Aiyuk. And I would look out for Juju Smith-Schuster to be on that list of wide receivers that can potentially be coming here at San Francisco, and especially at his salary too. That's a very team-friendly salary.
And actually, the 49ers are looking for a third team to involve in the Brandon Aiyuk situation too. I'd imagine.
The Bengals keep being brought up as the third team, that's the mystery team of potentially being a part of a 3-way trade, because of obviously T. Higgins, who's on a 5th-year option over there, and they would love to keep T. Higgins on a 5th-year option, who's already accepted that deal, and that makes a lot of sense. And worry about paying him next year. Like, I'm pretty sure he would most likely accept a $26 million a year salary.
Or you know, like you mentioned, as a Band-Aid. Now, T. Higgins, if he comes in with his expertise and veteranship, now I can use him if I don't want to keep him until Ricky can get him up to speed and see what Ricky's going to be worth. Because Ricky could turn out to be everything we thought he might be, but he's going to come in like you and I have discussed down through the years. Don't draft a quarterback in the first round, please. He's going to get killed in the first season. And Ricky's already on the path to do that. Yeah. So
wide receiver, not quarterback.
So here we go. And so T. Higgins would come in, and
yeah,
that
like
would be
this is.
perfect.
I'm excited. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm excited
right.
that the game is starting Saturday, but this is a huge distraction that's on everybody's mind right now. And until it gets resolved, then we can't remain focused on what lies ahead for us. Like this has got to be resolved quick, and we got to put this fire out fast, like Ronbo, because it's spreading.
Listen, I'm not going to suffer. I'm going to enjoy this game Saturday, and I'm going to act like that the situation with Brandon Aiyuk is not even happening.
I want to see what all the hype is about. I want to see what all the hype is over Dominic Puny, who's been taking a lot of a lot of team reps with the ones, and apparently Jalen Moore's taking reps with the ones too because
he's getting
of
better.
Trent Williams' holdout, and that's another fire we have to put out too, and that's why I believe they're trying to find a replacement for Brandon Aiyuk as quickly as they can. To resolve the Trent Williams issue as quickly as they can, because they have two fires they got to put out at once, and there's only so many firefighters that we have on this organization that can do that to cover that amount of groundwork. You know what I mean? Like it's got to happen fast, man, because this is getting out of hand. The PR is a disaster already, and I don't think it's all about the money regarding Brandon Aiyuk for wanting to be here. I think it's personal at this point. He feels disrespected, and I think he felt disrespected when Kyle Shanahan put him in the doghouse year one.
Yeah.
And it took him out long enough. And I've also mentioned that a long time ago that the relationship soured then when he put him in the doghouse, and that's why I don't feel he's coming back, man. Like he wants out of here.
I mean, him and Herm are close, and I'm sure he talks to him. And Herm says, "No, hey, Brandon he's not really all that crazy about leaving, but he ain't gonna be disrespected either, just like you're saying." So, if the 49ers talk to him,
yeah, it's about the disrespect, and it's about the money at the same time too. Like I don't want to dismiss the money aspect. Like he even said to himself, "If you can't afford to Ferrari, then you can't have me." And they offered him $26 million a year, and he felt insulted by that, and that's when he wrote them off.
Oh God. I wish they had a better PR person.
And they haven't talked. They haven't talked since May.
I know. And then walked out and didn't say anything to him. So we got to go though. I'm going to see you.
All right. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Ellis. Shout out to Tony. Shout out to Steven. I heard him by the way just now. I think that was Steven.
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out to all the Tonys and shout out to Donut T. I hope Donut's doing well. Prayers for Smooth, obviously, and you all take care and have a great night.
You too, Joe.
I can't wait for the game to start. All right, take care.
Always can't wait for your accounts on everything we're doing here. All right, have a great night, Joe.
And shout out to Papa Dragons, too. Shout out to Papa Dragons. Can't wait to hear you. All right, good night.
Night, Joe. And, hey, Jack.
Oh, my God. Are you serious? The only time I called in, y'all doing it live and direct in full effect this late? Hey, first of all, I need another caller or two. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just walking the dog. But
what time is it?
Hey, listen, man.
Did you wake that dog up to make him walk?
Who thought? Hey, she wake my ass up. Listen, who thought about this new timing of going later? Because I love it, man. At least I got time to get my coffee on and then call. Hey, hit me back in about 2 calls, my brother.
No problem. All right. See you in a minute.
All right. Much love.
Ellis. Yo, Ellis. 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 Ellis is detained, so we'll go back to. Hey, yo, JT. Ain't talked to JT in a while. JT.
Oh, what's up, Rob? I didn't think I'd be on this soon.
Oh, well, JT, why not, man? Come on in. Shucks.
Hey, what's up?
Man, you know, I tell you, JT, man.
What's going on, Rob?
We're sitting there whining and crying, man, because we can't get no peace. It's the season's getting started, and we still got issues.
Negativity. That's all I hear.
But JT, then justify it though, man, because we need Brandon. I need Brandon Aiyuk. JT, that's a good football player. I want him on the field.
Nowhere. You know, I ain't worried about it. He ain't going nowhere.
You think so? I hope so.
Yeah, I know so. He's going to be suiting up in the 49er uniform this season.
All right, I like that thought. I'm gonna keep that too. Then, how about
So
how soon can I hear from Trent Williams saying, "Okay, I'm ready"?
Oh, I think they just need to do what they did to Christian McCaffrey and, sprinkle some guarantee money in there.
It seems simple,
Because
doesn't
he
it?
ain't got no guarantee money.
That'll increase his cap hit, but you ain't going anywhere without him. So
Yeah, because you need him.
You have to.
He plays. He's Brock Purdy's blind side. You got to protect his blind side. You need him.
or the season
So
could end quickly.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure that out. But I want to talk about who am I most excited to see on the field this Saturday? I want to tell you. I know Ricky Pierce. So I'm excited to see him, even though I wasn't very
Calm
thrilled
down because
about
Ricky's he hurt his little shoulder, so you're not going to see him this weekend. I thought Cowan was banged up. Cowan's going to probably play.
He's coming off a hamstring, and you know what? I'm kind of doubting he's going to play this week. But if he does, that's the player I'm looking forward to see. And you know what? I think he's just a touchdown, just waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying, Ronbo? I think if he's healthy, I think because I think the system he came from is very similar to what we run and what we do. And I think he's just gonna come in, and it's not gonna be too much changes. I think it's just him just learning the verbiage. I think it's just the learning curve. Other than that, once he picks it up, I think you could put him, Ronbo. I think you could even put him outside. I think he could be like a
absolutely.
Tyreek.
With that speed, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I might put him on a slot on occasion, but he's definitely outside.
I know
Go
he's
route
more
is
of a
his
slot
middle name.
receiver, but I think you could put him outside.
You should.
And I think if
with his speed, hell yeah.
Oh my God, he's just a touchdown, just waiting to happen. I'm telling you, man, I wasn't I wasn't happy about when we picked him, but after I did my homework and I looked him up, oh shit, man, that guy he's an explosive player. He's an explosive ball player. And
JJ,
who else?
do you watch a lot of college ball though?
To be honest with you, a little bit, not much. I'm more of a 49er. I follow the 49ers hard. Like, I'm more into 49er.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. That's why I never pass any judgments on players through the pick out of the draft if I don't know their name. Because I didn't know Fred Warner was all that. Big Show told me because he follows big football, college ball all the time, right? I didn't know anything. What is a Mustapha? This boy's coming in looking great. And look at Bernardo Green. What? These guys are lighting it up.
I'm looking. Yeah, those are other players I'm looking forward to watching this week. Bernardo Green, Dee Winters. I'm expecting. Yeah, I want to watch Dee Winters this week. Ronald Blair, not Ronald Blair, but what's his name?
Bell. But you already know Ronnie Bell.
Pass rusher.
Pass rusher.
No, the pass rusher.
Le'Veon. Not Le'Veon.
No.
Beal. Robert Beal.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm looking.
You're right.
I want to see him.
Forgot about
and that other guy, the center, Nugent.
Oh yeah, Nugent. And isn't Nugent? Isn't he out of Michigan? These are guys that, for some reason, didn't get any love in the draft. I'm drafted. Everything in Michigan I can get. I'm probably thinking about taking.
Oh, and I can't forget about that running back, that Schrader.
Oh yeah, Cody, the legendary Schrader. And his high school and college, that's all people talked about. He went to the SEC, JT, and he kicked butt.
He reminds me of that other back that I wanted the Niners to pick up, that the Rams picked up, that Blake Corum. He plays like him, but he's just a poor man's version of him.
Okay.
And I like Cody Schrader.
Yeah. He's gritty, tough. He's a football player. You know what I mean by that? Because he's not going to go out and run a 40-yard split for you to make it go ooh. And he's not a big, burly guy. But he can play some football. Now that.
Yeah, he can play some. Yeah, he can play some ball, Ronbo. And, I don't know who else I didn't touch on. I think
Dominic Pooney. I think all of us are thinking about Dominic Pooney.
Yeah. Dominic Pooney. That's the other one I was thinking about. I couldn't think of who it was, but yeah, Dominic Pooney. You know what, Ronbo? I wish they'd give him some reps at right tackle. I know he doesn't have his arms length ain't long enough. So I think he has some history playing right. I think he played every position on the line.
He's played the whole line. You might use him in a pinch, if you have to, but you want to go ahead and put the guys out there that are more fit for that position. But Pooney could be too, So
yeah, I think where are they going to plug him in? I think right guard.
Yeah, he's going to be, and pretty much it looks like he's going to take that job because Feliciano, he's having a knee issue this year, so Pooney could end up taking that job. Feliciano, when he's healthy though, if Nugent can't help and Brindle's a little light in the butt, you might want to put Feliciano in the middle. I like Feliciano because of his grit and toughness. So.
Oh yeah, I think Feliciano would be. I think he'd be great in the middle. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got, Ronbo. Shit, it was nice calling. I haven't called him in quite some time. I'm just looking forward to Saturday.
Hey, JT, and I'm looking forward to you calling more because the season's starting here, man. Let's talk ball.
Oh man, I will. I'm gonna start going off the hook again, man. Once 49er football starts coming, you know what I'm saying?
We all do. We're mad as hell in the Super Bowl, but we're ready and we're resilient. We can take it. Give us that Super Bowl this year, though, please.
Oh man, it about killed me last year. That was very demoralizing. I just,
It hurt.
Yeah.
It made no sense. They had the game. You had it, guys. Joe Montana sitting in his booth. He's taking pictures. He wants to be there to take that shot of winning Super Bowl VI, and they blew it.
I'll say one more thing, though, before I go. I think secondary this season, I think it's going to be solid. I think Darrell Luter Jr., watch the hell out for him. I think all the corners, I think all of them are, man, I think we'll be sitting pretty this season.
They're pushing each other. That's why you got people like Ambry Thomas all of a sudden look like he's a bad boy. And then you got Demo. Demo's going for all pro this year, even though Charles don't like him.
That one's a sore subject with Ambry Thomas. That's my last name too. That's why JT Thomas. I wish he'd be balling now, but he can't. He's just.
Give him a shot. He's got a couple more weeks. Let's see what he looks like this weekend. All right.
We'll see.
JT, you have a great night.
All
Appreciate
right,
you, fam.
It was nice talking to you.
All right, nice talking to you. I'll see you game time. You got some time, before and after.
Let me get one of those
Niner shout. Niner! Big JT is back.
Right on, G. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Night, JT.
I'll holler back.
And I'm seeing here, 49 Brian says, what up, chat's invisible. Matt Brady's back. Yeah, we're having some T problems. But we could, I said, no, we ain't canceling, so we're going to fix that later. We're going to fix that later. But yeah, Brian, I love watching you in action, but we can't really, it'll be ready by Saturday, though. So no problem with that. But Brian, thanks for that contribution. Boy, you guys are lucky tonight. 49 Brian's can't get at you. Matt Brady is back. Yes, that is affirmative. All right. Hey, Smooth. Get on in, Smooth.
So, baby boy, how y'all doing?
Smooth's doing all right, man, because we got some football coming up. We got a real contest, not just hearing about scrimmages and practices and reporters giving their opinion about what happened, who looked good, who didn't look good. Now we can see for ourselves. Smooth.
Yeah, I had my first procedure and it went well.
You say what?
I had my first procedure.
Oh, good. It went well?
They didn't have to cut. They did the laser.
All right.
And the mass that was on the side of my kidney.
Okay.
They shrunk it and drained the fluid. So
right.
I'm on antibiotics, and on the 24th, like I said, before my birthday, I'm gonna go again, see if I need the surgery or not. But right now, everything is maintained right now.
Smooth.
So they just told me just relax, just keep eating right, and stay on my strict diet and stuff like that.
Oh, Smooth,
but I can't do too much.
Oh, this sounds good. This sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, people can sound good and feel different on the inside. So,
I'm just going by the reports you're giving us. Things sound positive.
I wish I could see because they gave me the sonogram and everything.
Mm.
And I was laying there, and then he said, "Oh yeah, we see it right here, but it's not as bad as they thought it was." So they went on and drained the fluid and everything. Used a laser. It took about 4 hours.
4 hours.
So I had to get there like 7 in the morning. Yeah.
But were you under the whole time?
Came home, huh?
Were you under the whole time? You're out.
Oh, I was sedated. Yeah.
Yeah, because you to sit for a 4-hour procedure. There's no such thing as a simple procedure at this point, though. So yeah, you had to be out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was out and
loving it, Smooth.
So yeah,
loving it.
I'm just home, resting, relaxing, just get ready for Saturday for this game. But
right.
I just want to touch the point. We signed Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. How do you feel about that?
Well, they said he looked good. They say he looked good. He ain't lost no speed. When he came out of college, he ran a 4.2.
The dude was wearing us out every time we played him too. Because I remember the hair.
Huh?
I remember the hair. As soon as I saw that photo of him, I said, "Wait a minute, that's that dude."
I know.
Man.
Look like some branches in the woods.
I know.
What kind of dude is it? I couldn't laugh too much, but anyway, we signed Robbie Anderson. And,
Chosen Anderson. I don't know why he calls himself that.
Yeah, he don't use that no more. He dropped that name.
Did he drop Chosen? He's back to Robbie again?
Yeah, he dropped it. Good. And the thing about it, everybody thought he was a bust, whatever, but you have to look back the quarterbacks that he had. Now that he have a legit quarterback in Brock, man.
Yeah.
We can throw people open. And the Brandon Aiyuk thing right there. How about faster? Huh?
Well, he's like a Sanders 2.0, but faster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has Sam Darnold's sorry ass.
Sam Darnold. But anyway, right. Go ahead, Smooth. You finish that up.
Brandon Becker's against the wall, and this is why.
Oh, man.
Look, check this out. This boy better do something because the Niners, they have all the leverage. New England Patriots offered him more than $30 million.
32?
And he turned it down.
Why?
Okay, now check this out. He don't want to go there, I guess, because they're not a winning team. But man, I thought it was about the money.
I was totally thrown off with that.
Money. If you already with a winning organization and you don't want to sign with them because they give you 26 on the table, they're not moving from the 26. New England comes, Cleveland comes, Pittsburgh comes, then Pittsburgh Steelers drop out. Then they back in it.
But they're still lying,
when he
though,
found
Smooth.
out,
Still irresponsible reporters in the Pennsylvania area, they're still lying about that. They're still saying that deal, it's a done deal. I said, no, it's not.
It's about the 415. It's about the Bay. I don't listen to outside states, bro. Straight up.
I don't blame you.
Back to Aiyuk. Okay, he turned down the 32. I thought it was about the money, bro. You wanted 30. Like everybody else. You wanted 30. Okay, it's not that. Come to find out, Pittsburgh is offering him less. They offered him 20. They'd offer him 28, and he want to go to the Steelers. But this is the thing. This is the hold up. You need to be two parties. You have to have two parties to accept. Okay, the deal. Yeah. The Niners don't have to do nothing. You know what the Niners told the Steelers? This is why I said a dead halt. The Niners want 2 first-round draft picks. 2 first rounds from the Steelers. That's why the deal is not done.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon Aiyuk, he can either sit out the season, like Bell, the running back Bell did for the Jets. He's not going to do that.
And ruin your life.
If he doesn't, check this out. If he does not suit up this coming game, he don't have to play. If he don't suit up, they can find him.
No, he's already getting fined.
A whole bunch of money. Every game check. Even this preseason, I thought it's going to be regular season. They said no. Preseason, he could get fined big time.
He's already been fined for various practices too.
But check this out. This don't make sense.
Times.
This don't make sense. You trying to tell me, Ronbo? Listen to this. Listen to this. You trying to tell me he wanted 30, okay, from the Niners? That's what everybody thought. New England offered him that. Oh, they're not winning team. You want to go there to have a rookie quarterback? Bro, make up your mind. You're not making sense.
I know.
Now you want 20. Pittsburgh offer you 28. Niners offer you 26. You trying to tell me it's $2 million that's holding up from Niners signing him?
I could give him incentive bonuses and he'd make more than that.
Man, you know what? Niners can franchise tag, put the tag on him. He can play under this $14 million this last year, and then hit the free agent market. But the thing about it, he's not guaranteed to hit that free agent market. Niners can franchise him for 2 years because he's a first-round draft
and pay less money. You know, the franchise tag would pay about 23. So now if the 49ers for 14 and he loses $3 million on the franchise tag,
bruh, just go ahead and play on that $14 million, bruh. Just go ahead. If you think about getting hurt, they can put in the contract, you know, from injury. You know what I'm saying?
You get paid full contract if you get hurt.
Yeah,
they got to pay you by a certain date. Exactly. If you don't pass the physical on a certain date, they got to pay the entire contract.
Shanahan, you see Shanahan press conference? He's frustrated. He's tired of hearing that shit. And he's tired, and he has to see Brandon every day in the meeting rooms.
I know.
Taking notes and all this.
Man, we got to go, though. It's going to get better.
Go ahead, man.
Somebody said it's going to get better.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking for Robbie Anderson, Dee Winters, Ronaldo Green, and Cody Schrader. That's what I'm looking for.
You and me both.
Just
remind me names I can't wait. Dee Winters. Yeah.
Yeah, Dee Winters. Yep.
Okay. Smooth. I'm glad to hear you. Good news on you, Smooth. Keep that good news coming.
Yeah, man. I hope we get this other procedure so I can be back in readmission again.
Yes.
So God is good. I want to thank the faithful, everybody. I can't name all y'all, but you know who you are. Thanks for all the prayers and everything. Bang, bang, not in the game. And let's enjoy this Saturday.
There you go. And they shall continue.
Everybody stay healthy, eat right. Okay. Yes. God bless.
And put me on the wheel if it goes southbound, baby. I love you. Peace.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, peace. Right on. I appreciate it. Appreciate the love, man. All right.
Nice, Smooth.
All right, my brothers. I'm out.
And Jack, I guess the dog got tired or what? I mean, you're back. Jack, hold on a second.
Piper picked up back up.
Wait, Jack, hold on a second. I missed it. 49 Brian says, is Aiyuk in shape? ? I doubt it. Brian is a professional football player. He better be in shape. That's what he does. But, you know, football shape and gym shape and working out on your own shape, it ain't football shape. So he ain't ready to play. Oh, no, he ain't. But, Jack, come on in, man, and touch upon that very stupid situation now that the money is not all that matters here to Brandon Aiyuk. And the 49ers, if it's true, are being extremely stubborn if they can't offer up another $1.5 million at least. I'm sure Brandon, if I tell Brandon 27.5, Brandon, come on, man, you can come halfway with us on this, man. He's got to take that. But just stand there and say, I ain't paying you a dime over 26. That's BS. There's no reason for this fight to continue.
Peter Piper picked a pepper of George Pickens and Brandon Aiyuk, the two players I told you to get the wide receiver position. Say it ain't so, Ronbo.
You said it.
Say it ain't so.
And I was thinking Pickens might be in this deal.
My favorite player, man. Say it ain't so, man. I woke up having damn near heart attack. The dog told me we're gonna be straight. She said, "Let's roll. Let's get this money on this morning little jog." So I have to, get my money right physically and. Talking to the last caller, if it's cancer or whatever the hell it is, cancer consists of glutamine and glucose. Once you lure those two things down, and you can do that stuff naturally, guys. Glucose by fasting, intermittent fasting for a minimum 48 hours, and the other one you can lower by running like 8 miles or even walking 8 miles. and doing all that. So you could do this stuff naturally and get done. Thomas Seyfert, shout out Professor Thomas Seyfert from Boston College. Anyways, this is shocking to me, Ronbo. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. You know,
how you feeling?
As I said, if it wasn't for Brandon Aiyuk, I'd be one of the happiest people in the world. It's amazing how little influences and things that you take a lot of interest in can actually curb and steer and shape your whole being. You know what I mean? Because Brandon Aiyuk's situation is really getting on my nerves. I try not to pay any attention. I say, you know what? We need the dude. But now you put a situation up like this. Well, that's not about the money. Well, what the hell is it about? And also then the Steelers. They're not giving up anything. And the 49ers said, we got to give us 2 first-round picks. But, Jack, what are the 49ers doing here? Nobody's giving you 2 first-round picks. Nobody gives away 2 first-round picks anymore.
We got to play hardball. We got to play hardball, man. We're being weaklings and getting rid of all pros. Now, why I say all pro is for the fact that you got guys like Tyreek Hill and CeeDee Lamb that have 749 respectively and 1,799. Sorry, it's the morning time, guys. A yard. So that's almost 1,800 yards, but they've been thrown to way more. They've been targeted way more. They got way more receptions as well, Ronbo. But with just being like the 4th option in our system, Brandon Aiyuk, 1,342 off of only 75 receptions. And he's been thrown to a lot less than these Tyreek guys. So if he was in those systems with their quarterbacks and their systems, their team, he would have had close to 2,000, if not more yards.
That's been added up, I know.
At least 2,000 if the stats don't lie, guys. So what I'm saying is this guy is on the verge of beasting out. He knows it, and we are going to regret this more than Javon Kinlaw, guys. Getting rid of Defoe for Javon Kinlaw. Remember that?
But, Jack, before you run further on that point, though, listen, here's the thing. You want to be Justin Jefferson, you're getting 2,000, 3,000 yards a year, but you're still losing ball games on a regular basis. So here's the thing. Brandon and you can go somewhere and get all the yards and beat a man and all that stuff, but is it worth the damn? At the end of the day, you're going into the postseason, I'm not going. Why? Oh, I got plenty of money, but I ain't got nothing else.
That's why he wants the Steelers. He wants to be a Steeler for that simple fact. He knows they got 2 quarterbacks. He knows he got the head coach. He got the right team, the atmosphere, the fan base, and et cetera, and et cetera. But all of Aiyuk's receptions, guys, except for 7 of his 75 receptions, went for either first downs or touchdowns. So all them bailout throws, Ronbo, all but 7. Only 7 of his catches did not go for a first down or a touchdown. So all those bailout throws, Ronbo, like in Jacksonville or against the Commanders when Purdy threw in the opposite direction, they gave Shanahan a heart attack, we'll be lacking that, especially if McKivitz is our right tackle.
No, I know. I'm worried to death about him leaving. Jack, let me ask you a question, though. If you were in the PR department or player negotiations or anything like that, that any job that would actually have you having to interact with Brandon Aiyuk, who do you think is handling that? Because I'm concerned about whomever is handling that. Why can't you get him to calm down, see another side?
Well,
they don't have any people skills. I'm trying to understand, why does this happen every year too?
Who's the guy who took Peters? It's morning time, guys. Peters.
Adam Peters. You know what? I wonder about that myself.
Who took his role? No. We got a guy, a Muslim dude that took his role. Well, anybody in the chats know he's like a bald dude, kind of slightly, but I think he's dealing with it. And maybe if Peters was in the building, it would have been handled a lot differently. Because you know what? I think, this is my opinion, is that we should have played hardball and said, listen, we're not trading you. This is your 5th year, play out your 5th year option, and we're going to franchise you next year. You want to sit out? That's up to you. It's up to you. You got to play hardball a little bit, Ronbo, because the team, Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey, Trent, Purdy, they're all going to say, come on, dude, we need you. We're going to win midway through the season. He ain't going to sit out the whole season. During that time,
Jack, he's already he's defensive now. I don't want to threaten him. I want him to know, listen, we need you here, okay? And Brandon, let me point out, and you know what? I showed him some of the ills of going to another club and why it won't work and why you will not be satisfied.
No. One thing I learned, not just from Trump and being in Europe, traveling the world is you got to get your negotiation skills on point. You can't just flop every time and be you can't just give out your last Snicker bar to the man. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that in your pocket for the right time. All I'm saying is he's gonna bite on it. You got to tell him like this, straight up, man. And listen, we got to play hardball. We're playing hardball. We can't pay you during the midway through the season or even right before the season starts. He just say his promoter. Shit, I can't even think right now.
Jack,
his goddamn agent. His agent is gonna tell him, sign. You might get injured. $27, $28 million. We're going to close the deal. You got to close the deal.
The agent's
you got to give him something to bite on.
Jack, you cannot play hardball with that generation of ball player, though. You cannot do it.
What is he going to do, Ronbo? What the hell is he going to do? He got no choice but to play for $14 million. He got no choice but to play. He's under contract.
I still need to sell him and make him feel good about the deal. I don't want to piss him off.
Yeah. You know what you do? You know what you do in that case? You're going to say your value is going to go up a lot more when you ball out even more and we win the Super Bowl. And during that process, you both are going to come to deals and say, you know what? Oh, shit, that you just had a slight a calf strain, week 6 or 7 or 8. Okay, well, listen, check out this contract we got for you. Bam, he's going to sign on a dotted line. But hey, if we got 2 first-round picks for him and like a right tackle or a linebacker, I am listening. But I'm telling you, those 2 first-round picks might not be an all-pro beasting out, which Aiyuk is in the process of doing because I gave you the stats against Tyreek and CD Lamb this year. Then that's the only thing I'm listening to, man. But I don't even think Pittsburgh's willing to give that, man. So that's my time. And finishing it off, man, Chosen Anderson has just said last month, in an interview that he hasn't even played his best football. So mental health is a problem. And we got to talk, fellas. We got to talk. Yeah, Chosen Anderson might be a beast that is about to unleash with a quarterback like Brock Purdy compared to Sam Darnold, who he was going off on a few years ago. And you know who Tua Tagovailoa's sloppy-ass arm throwing at him is going to look like. So, hey, maybe we found a hidden gem there, guys. But, yeah. My best player, man. I hope this trade does not happen, and we retain my best player, Brandon Aiyuk.
Right now, I don't think anybody's going to make that trade.
Shout out to him.
So I feel good about that part, but I don't want him sitting around not playing and distracting, sitting on the bench and watching the game on TV and calling people. I mean, Anyway. Right.
Take me out to the ball game. Hard ball, baby. Let's go. Negotiate. All right.
Jack, I'll be back game day looking for you. All right? If you got some time.
All right. About to brew up my coffee and listen in. All right, fellas.
All right. Night, Jack.
Love
always
you,
appreciate
Ronbo.
you. Love you back, fam. All right. And I'll say, what do we got up here? We got Big Show says the 5th-year option ship has sailed long ago. No, Show, that's still solidly in place. It's not going anywhere. It's all part of his current contract. So the 49ers can say that if they just wanted to be a prick and just say, listen, Brandon, we pretty much said all we're going to say. We're going to go ahead and hopefully you'll respect your 5th-year option as you're obligated to do so. And maybe at some point during the season, or maybe even toward the end of the year, we'll get back to the table. But right now, you need to go out and let's go ahead and win the Super Bowl, and then we'll have a lot to talk about, including your contract. You know, and I just sit down and say, Brandon, let me tell you something, man. This kind of conflict is not going to result in anything good for either you or me. So let's work this out and get it done. And I'm not just saying do it my way. I'm just saying let's do it a neutral fashion. You go ahead and honor your contract. And we'll figure out what we can do. Was it just Big Show? Yeah, I guess so. But so yeah, that ship hadn't sailed. It's still there. That's why the only reason why we can make a deal with them is because that 5th-year option is saving us. Yo, Ellis!
Ron Bizzle.
Ellis.
What's shaking, family? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me clear?
I can hear you clear.
All right.
Yeah, I was. You know, it's a funny thing about it because initially, I was just getting all excited about the new kids on the block, the NKOTB. But oh man, because they've been putting up little notes all off season long, right? So you can go ahead and check out what they're gonna look like. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like. But then there's that gray cloud. LSU out is in San Francisco, right? You see, it's a nice day in the city, and you may be out in Golden Gate Park or somewhere out, in the avenues, and here comes, you can see that cloud working its way toward the Golden Gate, just this black monster. And you figure it's like 1 o'clock. Oh man, we got another hour of nice weather. And then all of a sudden that cloud crosses the Golden Gate into the city. And San Francisco has the worst fog. That cloud will drop down. It doesn't keep going at the same level of height. It drops down into the city so you can feel that mist hitting you. It's kind of sexy tonight, but you don't want that in the daytime. This is what I get excited about, the 49ers and their players coming in preseason. Here comes that San Francisco black cloud dropping into the city to make everything bad. But Hellas, can you say something tonight about Brandon Aiyuk's situation that may make us feel better? And then tell us about the players you're excited to see coming up Saturday.
I'm not optimistic about Brandon Aiyuk staying or anything like that. If he stays, whatever, I don't. Amen. If he stays, I don't see it. I don't see the flow going well because he's taken a lot. He's drained. The team, even though guys aren't really, aren't saying it, but it's draining the team. It's taking focus away from the team, and he's doing this shit. You turn down $32 million from the Patriots. You turn down the Browns, but you want to entertain the Steelers, but we don't want to entertain the Steelers because the Steelers ain't got shit to give us,
right?
Compensation wise. And we better not budge because see, John and Kyle, mainly John, is going to get his ass lit on fire if he don't come back with a boat for letting him go. Mm-hmm. We don't want George Pickens, give us one of your starting defensive linemen, maybe not TJ Watt, but somebody that's on the D line and like Najee Harris and a draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been something that could have maybe sufficed, but it's still that shit would have still been scolded. You know what I mean? In some fashion, like some people would have been like, you guys already got all these running backs, so on and so forth. But, I don't think we should budge. I think we should keep his ass, have him sit down. If he don't want to play for that $14 million, let his ass sit on the bench and he can come in. I mean, I just found out Chris Jones sat out the whole first 8 weeks of the season last year and then came in and won a punk-ass Super Bowl with the cheating-ass cheats. You know what I'm saying? He was the one who made it happen. Because of a contract issue.
Oh, how lucky is that?
Yeah, so I mean, if I'm not that in itself would be much more of a distraction and still pull away from us. But if we're playing well and we're winning games, while his ass ain't on the team, while he's not putting up any numbers or a part of it, a part of our success, it will actually make him look less worth. His worth would actually go down. His stock will go down.
I mean, real
You know
fast.
what I mean?
And he's thinking about that probably too. I hadn't thought about that. If he goes out there and lays an egg,
Product of the system.
yeah, that $30 million is forget about that. And the 49ers can say the same thing. So he's smart about that. Go out there and look bad and lose money.
Yeah, I mean, go out there, not play. You hold out, you don't play, and the team is still winning even without your ass. Well, that shows how much of an asset, you're not to the team. We can still win games without him.
Yeah.
You take his 70-something catches and pass that shit over to Jawan. Give more balls and more opportunity. Give more opportunities to Juszczyk. Give more opportunities to the other players that are on his team and spread the ball around. It's like at the end of the day, he's not gonna keep us. His presence does not make or break us. It's only the dependency of having him already incorporated like into the offense. Like, say, you know, Kyle has planned to have Aiyuk on his team. So then all of a sudden he's not playing because he's injured. Well, you're going to see the effects of that because a lot of the offense, a lot of the game plan is surrounded around his presence and him being healthy and on the team. So now we have to fill in that spot, and anybody else who hasn't been getting the reps that has to be thrown into the fold is not going to really be able to produce. But if his ass isn't in there and you got all these guys getting reps, you know, Ronnie Bell, what's the name? Mike Connolly, or is it Chris Conley? Chris Conley and Jawan Jennings, more opportunities. We got
Debo.
you know, Chosen Anderson. Debo. Frank Darby. That's look. Sidebar. Did you? I don't know. Nobody really paid attention, but I did. Did you notice that Ricky Pearsall and Frank Darby both used to play with Brandon Aiyuk at Arizona State?
Yeah. I didn't know about Darby.
Well,
I knew about Ricky.
Frank Darby played with Brandon Aiyuk at Arizona State too, and Frank Darby was a damn good wide receiver with Brandon Aiyuk as well. I think I don't know. I could be just looking too deep into it, but maybe those are like subliminals, like saying, you know what, you want to put us through this shit? I'm a bring in two of your buddies that you used to play with, and we're gonna fucking win without you. So go ahead and go and do what you're about to do. Do you see what I'm saying? And then you pull in Frank Darby. So,
yo, Ellis, that's hilarious, bro. That's hysterical.
Could you imagine? That Kyle did that intentionally? I could see him
we
doing it.
We don't know how evil some of the management people are. They could have did that. It might have been a devious plot. They may have did it on purpose. And matter of fact, I don't know what else they would do it for. That's a good point, Ellis.
Why
anyway,
else would they bring in Frank Darby?
So that's what I'm saying. But that's. I feel like it's a great opportunity though for the other guys to get reps in, to build up their momentum, their overall, play in the offense, because so many guys have been waiting to get their opportunities in the offense, and they're all being utilized in special teams. Chris Conley, Ronnie Bell, all of the other guys on the offense, they're just fucking playing special teams. They're not getting any real offensive reps. You know what I'm saying? So now they have the opportunity. I mean, Dominic Pooney is playing in the first string offense because, not because of Trent being out, but with what's his name being injured, both Burford and Feliciano being injured. Now Feliciano's getting an opportunity. So guys need opportunities so that when you throw them out there, they'll be ready to go. So this is the perfect opportunity for all the guys who've been waiting to get their opportunity. Jordan Mason, with Christian being out and Elijah being out, now he's more, now he's getting his notoriety. He's able to be more noticed. And now Kyle can't put him on the practice squad.
Yeah. And look at Jalen Moore getting snaps,
He's
and people
gone.
saying he's looking better. And as far as, how we feel about Jalen Moore, if we've been watching him, not a good idea. And he's improving. And snaps.
Well, I love our defensive line. I love our defensive line, but I want to see Jalen play 4 games straight and see what the hell he does. If that's the case. But anyway, look, we're gonna be good, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with these guys this weekend. I want to see Renardo Green. I want to see Malik Mustapha. Yes. I want to see the secondary, what the secondary looks like in our linebacking core. That's what I'm most excited about, if I'm being honest. Because we need them to come through big this year in our defensive line. Let's see what Yatir Gross-Matos looks like for a few series. Yeah. I'm sure he's not going to play much because he's going to likely be in the starting rotation. We're going to need a filler for Drake Jackson. Him being gone the whole season, we're going to have to get a defensive end for sure. Well, Robert better come with it, because if not, we're going to be having to go and get Randy Gregory's ass again off the couch. Tell him put the blunt out and come and get back on the defensive line. Anyway, you know what it is, man. Thank you for the platform, fam, as always. Shout out to all the faithful, man. Shout out Donna Tanisha, man. Shout out Tony Tone. Shout out Big Show. Shout out Casey coming through. I know he's over there. The blunt is lit over there on Casey's end.
You better believe it, Ellis. You better believe it. Hey, did you know Randy Gregory is on a $70 million contract? Randy Gregory is.
Yeah, Ellis was correct on that too. Yeah, Randy's got a job. He signed immediately after he left us. See, that's playing 49ers.
$70 million?
Makes you
Where?
look good. I didn't know about that though. But anyway,
$70 million where? Who signed him?
With the Buccaneers, bro.
Damn, they are desperate.
Well,
shout out to him. That's a lot of damn money. Anyway, we must have made. See, we make these guys look good. We got Arden Key got paid hella money. We got Charles Amini who got paid hella money coming with us for one season, and then now Randy Gregory gets some money, and his ass barely did really anything. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, man. Shout out to Faithful. Hit that like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Thank you, Ronbo, for the platform.
My pleasure.
Shout out production. And, man, y'all, hey, let's get it, man. Saturday, baby.
Go do it.
Let's see what we got cooking.
Yeah. Night, Alice.
Yes, sir.
To the squad. I'll see you game day. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace.
Night, Val. And let's go. And Casey, since you already rudely interrupted, get on in here and stay. Casey, I hear wheels rolling. Are you in transit?
Ronbo.
As a matter of fact, last time we talked, you were actually applying for a job. I think as some kind of a driver. Am I right?
You said what?
Seems like you were getting ready to apply for some kind of a
job.
As a driver of some kind.
Oh, I was talking about being a bus driver.
Yeah. Is that because you don't want to be a bus driver? You know, that's a lot of stress. Dealing with traffic all day and people getting in and out of the bus. Can you imagine? I can see you now at the precinct because you finally lost it with some guy that got in and decided he didn't have enough money.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
Ronbo, I'm always in motion. You know what I mean? I'm always in transit.
Don't explain.
But it's better. It would be better money than my current job, which is working at Reno's busiest Chevron.
You're sounding like Brandon Aiyuk now. Okay, so then I have to ask you, what do you want? And Brandon, we're gonna. Pedro says, Brandon, get on over here. We will pay you $32 million. And what does Brandon say? Oh, what do you guys got, a quarterback? Yeah, we just drafted a quarterback. You might know his name. Blah blah. No, thanks. Oh, if Brandon, but again, I heard the Patriots didn't really offer the 49ers anything worth sending Brandon Aiyuk to him. I don't know what happened in Cleveland. I do know that the Steelers were supposed to be giving up 2 first-round picks, and they said, oh, hell no. So I don't know what's going on. That's never going anywhere, Casey. Brandon Aiyuk will play with us, and he will do the same thing as Chris did last year. He'll wait 8 weeks, and he'll come in at 9, or his accrued salary for the year cannot be given to him. So, you know, I wish a grown-up would enter that room and get everything straightened out.
I second that, Ronbo.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like this is Brandon Aiyuk versus Jed York.
No, Jed would have probably paid him by now. You know, that's the thing. We're going to see.
I mean, Ronbo, as somebody that lived through that era, what do you think would be the difference between
Jed York,
Brandon Aiyuk today, or Brandon Aiyuk with Eddie DeBartolo 30, 40 years ago?
There wouldn't be any argument. He'd already be paid. Eddie was generous.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously? You think it's that simple, Ronbo?
There was no cap. So, you know, you could play your players whatever. That's why the league came up with a cap, because they wanted more league diversity. There was a few teams that had plenty of money, and they were just dominating, right? Jerry Jones was owning everything because he has all the money in the world. The 49ers, the DeBartolo family had plenty of money, even the illegal money Eddie was bringing in.
Well, so what year did the salary cap start?
What was that negotiated in? 90.
It starts with a 9?
Yeah, it didn't go in. They had it done before 2000.
Wow.
But we didn't have to bother with that until after we won our Super Bowl. And after the cap came in about a year or two later, I think.
Because they were like, we have to stop Steve Young.
Right, no, really. And you know what? We get in a lot of trouble. 49er fans, we've been getting in trouble about that a lot. We always think that the world gyrates around us and all the moves that are made, all the administration and everything else is geared to stop the 49ers because the domination of the 49ers, but the Cowboys and Steelers were involved as well. So I don't understand why it was. I always say, even now, Casey, I see things that aren't right with some of the things officiating on the field, some of the new rules being passed as far as protecting quarterbacks and stuff like that. I say, I know they call us 40-winers, but God, Jesus Christ, if that rule wasn't set up perfectly to stop the 49ers, well, what was? And
So, Ronbo, would you say that it's like Jerry Jones and Eddie DeBartolo essentially like made the salary cap, like inadvertently?
Also, the family that owns the Steelers, they're famous for having plenty of money to spend.
Yeah, I forget their name too.
Yeah. Anyway, there's several families. It sounds like we're starting to crime organizations, right? The DeBartolo family, the Cowboys. Yeah, but the thing is, they try to get league parity, and you're not going to be. Small market teams didn't have a chance to compete. So it was just a setup. So now everybody can be equal, and the league will be more entertaining and make more money due to the fact that you can put more butts in the seats in little towns. They're not going to do well.
Give the Jacksonville Jaguars a chance.
There's a perfect example, too. The expansion clubs, right? So the only way – the league was smart to do that because they're making way more money now than they were.
Well, Ronbo, that leads me to my next point. If you look at the Week 1 matchups this year, the NFL has to be licking their chops, man. It's a win-win. Every matchup is juicy. You got the Bears versus the Titans, the first-round pick versus Will Levis.
I know.
And then Ronbo, I'd like to, like that Marvel series, What If, that wonderful TV show. What if the 49ers don't face the Chiefs in the Super Bowl? What if they face the
Browns,
John Harbaugh-led Chargers?
Yeah, oh, God. That would be...
How crazy would that be?
Cheating was going on. Well, how about the Rams getting the Bengals a broken back? Joe Burrow's got injuries, and they get in there so they can win. You see, there was sympathy involved there. The Rams, it took them 70 years just to get 2 trophies, and McVay was starting to make L.A. look better, and they want that large market to stay there, and they got everything going that they need to have. They stacked the team with. I still think some contracts ought to be re-examined because I think there was something illegal going on there. How do you get that many players on a team and all of them are being paid? So the league has some things going on. I hope it doesn't get to the level of boxing, but still, there's some things going on.
How are you comparing it to boxing?
Boxing is about the most twisted, illegal, gambling-oriented. The mob Vegas is running boxing. I don't know if they've let up any, but still, that's been a mob stronghold forever. I was saying I just don't want that to be involved in football because I like the somewhat purity of the NFL. Although there's some things that are questionable, but still.
I mean, Ronbo, that's gone for me, bro. Like. But, I wish people could feel how I used to feel about the 49ers, man. Like, Ronbo, that day when Navarro Bowman broke his leg, it changed my entire life, man. Like, I've talked about this before. Like I watched what happened while it was happening, and they couldn't get it right. You know what I mean? Like, I hate talking about it, man. Yeah, I feel cheated, Ronbo. I feel like something was stolen from me.
Well, yeah. I mean, Navarro Bowman wasn't.
And it's not like that. I don't say it lightly. You know what I mean? Like I know what happened, man. Like Navarro Bowman had the fucking ball, man. And it fucking breaks my heart, Ronbo.
And they took it away from him. They said it doesn't. It doesn't. They gave it back to the Hawks. I mean,
Like Ronbo, I've talked about it before, man. Like I punched a hole in my wall I punched a hole in my wall, and I have never felt the same about the NFL since.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of these people that, like, talk about, like, crazy, you know, conspiracy theories without, like, some sort of, like, you know, evidence or, like, you know, way of looking at it.
I know.
Yeah, but, like, I know what happened, man. And I'm just like, how do we have, you know, the entire NFL, and we couldn't tell what was going on, but I could.
You weren't the only one. There was a lot of people could see. In case we got to stop though, and think about the good things coming up Saturday. All right, and I'll see you Saturday, Case. During and after the game. I hope you got time.
Yeah, but we're almost there. Versus the Titans versus Will Levis, right?
Yeah. You know, you probably don't look for those guys to start though. Titans is
Ronbo, you know, the preseason is fun, man. That's when I saw Brock Purdy and I was like, oh, look at this guy's footwork. You know, that's what really stood out to me with Brock in the preseason.
Same here. I just said, well, it is preseason, no big deal. Little did I know, he actually can do that versus anybody.
When you see footwork like that, he has the best footwork in the league, as far as I can tell. I'm sorry, I don't know. I can't see anyone else.
Production's flashing a light on us like those ushers in the movie theater when you're talking too loud.
Yeah.
Hey,
I love Brock. Brock is Ronbo for real. Before you kick me out, Ronbo, I would just like to say, Brock is football Jesus to me, and without Brock, like, I wouldn't care about the NFL at all. I would still be stuck on that Navarro Bowman shit. So thank you, Brock.
All right. At least you got to.
I want to be like Brock when I grow up, Ronbo. Brock is such a great example of what a 49er can be. Kick me out, Ronbo. Kick me out, Ronbo. I want to be like Brock when I grow up.
What's that? Get Steven. Steven. Oh, Steve. We started late tonight. It's killer late now, isn't it?
What's going on, Ronbo?
Stephen, man, we're sitting here, and you know, the time is coming though, Stephen, when we don't have to talk about BA, but because as I said, but when I was putting this together, I was thinking, man, it's gonna be like, look at these guys we're gonna be looking for this Saturday. It's gonna be a great game. I just know it. I'm looking for some surprises, you know. And then you have to think about the reality of this whole situation is Brandon Aiyuk is still
man, Ronbo.
Oh.
When I first said it, I said Brandon Aiyuk is probably going to get traded because of what he said on IG. Everyone looked at me like I was crazy. Everyone thought I was putting foot at. I was like, he's either going to be cut, he's not going to get the contract he wants because he shot his mouth off, or he's going to get traded. And everyone looked at me like I was crazy. Everyone said, you're tripping. Or they're going to re-sign BA. Here we are, like 6 months later? Yeah, 6 months later. And now look, I ain't so crazy no more, huh?
No, I was never crazy because as soon as the 49ers went into their ignoring him because we're working on the draft right now, excuse me, we're busy. And as soon as they did that, I had a feeling Brandon Aiyuk, being the person he is, was going to have a problem with that. And sure enough, you're right.
There's a whole saying that I used to hear all the time that kind of goes in hand with what happened. And it goes a little something like, the blind stare of a million pairs of eyes look hard but don't realize that they will never see the peak. Yeah. And it kind of rings. That kind of rings right now, Ronbo.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of rings because
that can be applied to so many situations and things. Yeah. So, you know,
they called his bluff. They said, "Okay, all right, you want $30 million? Okay, Patriots, what you got? Oh, we'll give you $32 million."
No, but that's a recent development,
said no.
though. I mean, okay. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about from way back from the beginning, because the Patriots said more than $30 million. So
they said more than 30.
32.
They're like, "Okay, all right, we'll give you 32." No, thank you. Okay.
Okay, see, you know what? That means it's not about the money, which is very confusing to me. I thought it was hell-bent on getting that annual amount of money.
Here's the thing, Ronbo. at heart, Brandon Aiyuk has always been a Niner fan. He's been seen wearing a jersey as a kid of a 49er jersey. He's always been, his heart belongs to SF.
Yep.
The problem is that too many people got in his head, and Debo included. I will forever hold that man accountable for what happened to BA. I will hold him accountable. He got in his head, and then his girl got in his head, his agent got in his head, his friends got in his head, his old teammates got in his head, saying you are worth more than what you
Steve,
think.
It sounds like Brandon Aiyuk had nothing to do with this line of thinking.
Oh, I think he did. You know, he probably had a set number, and then his girl said, no, you're worth more than that. Because look at how much she was talking the entire time while he just tried to stay quiet. Look at what happened with him and Debo. He had a conversation with Debo. It took pointers from Debo. You know, we're hearing a lot from BA's side, but it's more or less like other people are talking for him. He's already said his part. He said more than enough, which shot himself in the foot already. But now everyone around him that's in his circle is now just adding more fuel to the fire.
Stephen, though, you know, the 49ers need to take some responsibility for this madness because this happens every year. How many other teams do you hear around the league? I don't hear or read about all these little things being said by C.D. Lamb. We saw, in Cincinnati, we did see a little bit of madness there too. But for the most part, Stephon Diggs is now where he wants to be. Stephon's terrible about this too. It's a receiver thing. Devontae Adams had a show going on. This is a receiver thing. They all do this.
But Ronbo, here's the problem. Stephon Diggs, in my opinion, is better than BA.
Oh, yeah.
Devontae Adams is a lot better than BA. Ronbo, how many times have we seen it where Devontae Adams is somewhere down the field and Aaron Rodgers just says, I'm going to go in and throw it somewhere, and I know Devontae's going to catch it. Every single time.
Yeah.
You know what else?
Go ahead. Is that Scarlett and Rome? They want to get on. They want to say something.
Yeah, Scarlett's trying to. Well, she's getting frustrated because she wants to turn over, but she hasn't figured it out yet.
Okay, well,
so she's getting kind of mad.
You're not going to help her turn over? What kind of dad? What is this? Help her turn over. But anyway,
I can't have her turn over. She'll start trying to eat the couch. I don't want her to do that.
Okay, yeah, well, don't do that then. Hey, okay, well, listen, go ahead with that, where you were going with that, because I all of 49ers responsible for this. We don't have anybody any skills as far as dealing with the ball players. We need another personnel director or something, because why do they go through this all
That's the
time?
problem. That's the problem. You know, I don't know who is in their negotiation room and why they think, oh yeah, let's just wait till the end of the end of the off season to start signing players, so that way they get an idea of what they really want. No, it's so stupid because in Ronbo, you got to think about it. If you want to keep all the players you want to keep, you're going to want to sign them as soon as possible. You don't want to wait till the first contract drops and it's a groundbreaking contract. Because now look, who's the highest paid quarterback right now? Is it still Matty Ice?
Wait, you're right. Wait, who's the guy now? It's not Trevor. Trevor just got beat. Hey, who is number one now?
I think it's either Kirk Cousins or Matty Ice. I think it's Kirk. But here's the problem with that, Ronbo. That just set the bar for us paying Brock Purdy. That's the problem.
No, I know.
It's these astronomically high-ass contracts. And we're going into every offseason with our hands in our pockets waiting to see who's going to sign first. What's going to happen next? It's like, bro, stop doing that. You guys are complaining about, oh, yeah, we have a budget in mind. Well, what the fuck? What are you doing? Start negotiating, get on the call, get on the ball, and sign some people either at a rate you want them or, give and go. You don't gotta wait and then see, okay, this is what the market dictates, because that's stupid.
And the market dictates causing. Also, why the 49ers always paint themselves in a corner because they come in with an offer and that's final. What you do, Niners, is come in with a little less than what you're capable of playing. And then now you got moved room to maneuver. What idiot is in the front office in San Francisco that comes in with a flat line offer that you can't go beyond? And now if the guy doesn't like it, I can say, well, okay, how about this? You've earned it. And you know what? I was wrong. Let me give you this and go up a little bit more. Stay within that boundary that you set for yourself, but just to come in like they did with DeForest Buckner and now with Aiyuk and say, boom, this is it, take it or leave it. That is ridiculous. And that's why
stupid.
I say, you guys got to find a better way to do business. This is stupid. And you get yourself to this.
And you know what makes me mad, Ronbo? The fact that Brandon Aiyuk entertained the idea of the Steelers offer. Now they're entertaining it. And it makes me mad because it's like, okay, you want to go on a winning team, but you're going to go on the Steelers, who has Russell Wilson, Bronco Country Russell Wilson, and you got Justin Fields as a backup, and then you got Kenny Pickett as a third.
They're in the AFC to begin with. That's already trouble. You know?
Ronbo, what winning does he see there?
I don't know.
Is it money, or does he want to win? And that's what makes,
understood Washington. Yeah, his boys over in Washington. I don't understand what's going on with Steve. Tomlinson, tradition, or something. I don't know. I have no idea.
Stupid.
We got to go, though.
And like I said, called his bluff. Mm-hmm. New England said, we'll offer you this. We'll call your bluff. And now what? Now he's just like, oh, I didn't think someone was going to get
He got exposed with that, too. Brandon, 32 and you're not leaving. But the 49ers weren't happy with what the Patriots were offering them either, so it wasn't going to happen. Let's see what happens between now and Saturday. I always think that 24 hours later, I always say, whenever I'm coming back to get together with you again, I always say, you know what? We'll have a deal by next time we meet. I've said that all off season long. No. So anyway.
Oh, yeah. And we also got rid of Tariq Owens. I don't know if you saw that.
You know, he's been waived. He got injured. He's got some serious kind of procedure he's going to get done, and Kyle doesn't really feel good about it. He's going to come back from it. So, and he's a receiver. It's like I said, me and Show talked about this years ago. If you're a wide receiver and you get drafted first round or anyway, you know, actually, no, Tariq was in the first round. He's last. It doesn't matter when you're a receiver. You're going to find a way to get hurt, seriously, especially first round picks. Ricky's already down. His shoulder's hurting. Anyway, hey, I'll see you Saturday, and let's see what develops.
All right, Ronbo. I'll see you Saturday.
All right. Night, Steven. You know, Scarlett, she'll be okay. Night, fam.
Yeah, she'll figure it out.
Night.
Good night.
Night. And hey, Bill.
How's it going?
Bill, it's going like it always. As a 49er fan, Bill, try to think of the last time that you really felt comfortable. We've gotten to the point now as 49er fans, we're comfortable with being uncomfortable. You notice that? When is the last time we could actually, and at the end of the year, we get a big punch in the gut for the last several years? That we're still reliable, that we're still faithful. Says a lot about us, Bill. Good.
Right, but it's gonna have to take. I'm gonna tell you something, Rob. I've come to a realization, and you can hate me, you can boo me. The proof's there. The guy was talking about conspiracy theories without proof. The proof's been there, Rob. You're just not paying attention. The proof's been there. Okay. You're not paying attention. Let me put it like this: if you're at a party and you got a cookie jar full of cookies, and you're standing next to the cookie jar, and some little rug rat runs next to you, puts his hand in the cookie, and his siblings up behind him, and he steals the cookie, and you see him steal the cookie, and he says he didn't steal the cookie. Did he steal the cookie?
Whether he said it or not, he stole the cookie, yeah.
But you're a conspiracy theorist. That's how it's being put out. That's exactly. How much more proof do you need?
You don't.
So at this point, and Roger Goodell came out and said it. There's videos out there. I mean, there's proof out there. Just you got to look up and do your research. You know, just do the research. That's all I tell people. If you don't want to pay attention, then every year it's going to be us being eliminated either in the NFC Championship. It's going to come down to the Conference Championship, or it's going to come down to 3 more Super Bowl losses, possibly another 10. The NFL don't want us winning one. It doesn't matter who we got. Until you wake up, it's not happening. So at this point, you know, I want to see us win the Super Bowl, but until people open their eyes, they're going to keep handing it to the Chiefs. That's just how it's going to be. And anybody saying the Chiefs ain't going to make it to the Super Bowl this year,
I guarantee you they are. This is Andy Reid's last year. They are.
Wait.
They're going to give him a standing ovation.
Where'd you get that information from? This is Andy's last year? Really?
3P. Yeah, if he 3P's, he's out.
Andy probably think he's achieved all he's going to achieve. Why hurt your feelings the following year and get beat?
Right. So they're most likely going to give him a 3P so that he could get a standing ovation and leave the NFL so the Chiefs will be done. After Andy Reid leaves, the Chiefs ain't doing nothing.
Who becomes the next golden boy then? Because this has a lot to do with Patrick Mahomes, too. The NFL needs a face to represent the entire league. So Patrick Mahomes became the golden boy a few years ago, especially on that 50th anniversary for the Chiefs, and won that Super Bowl with us helping that happen. We've been facilitating whatever the league is trying to do. Like this year,
they're not going to make Patrick Mahomes the face of the NFL. The face of the NFL is Andy Reid and Kelsey and the Swifties. Okay,
but the thing
that's
is,
your face of the NFL.
Whether you're still in the organization. So I'm saying, Patrick Mahomes is now regarded as potentially going to be the greatest quarterback of all time. He's got a long way to go, though. Nobody thinks he's going to win 7 championships in order to make him better than Tom Brady. But there are those who have anointed him as a heir apparent, right? I'm always laughing because I'm saying, why do you guys make these kind of predictions? And that goes along with what you're just saying, too, is things being fixed and railroaded along.
Right. So what will tell you who's the new face of the NFL they're going to make? And it's been in writing for a while. It's going to be the Manning. Archie Manning, when he gets in. Watch. They're going to make him the face of the NFL. Whatever team gets Archie Manning is going to have 7 Super Bowls. I promise you that.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold you that. That's going to take a long time. A lot of us will be passed on, but still, I don't know about that. But, it's hard to see the face of the league coming up, though, because, as I said, he's won 2 Super Bowls, and unfortunately, we have to admit it, but the Kansas City Chiefs have had a dynasty in progress for the last few years, and it makes me so friggin' mad.
They got
unfortunately, the 49ers. The thing is, 49er blood was spilled in building that dynasty, and that's what just heats me up. If they could have ended this year, but no. You had to come up with a way to lose that game. You had it right there. You had them right where you wanted them, and you fooled around, and you made it happen.
I tell you, on that. Yeah. With that being, dude, I'm telling you, hopefully that was all that they did to us. Hopefully it turns out. I'll tell you what, Brock Purdy would be the perfect face of the NFL.
Actually,
every quality
I didn't want to say it.
Hey, quarterback should.
You're right. Because you know what? He is the American story. He came from rags to riches, all right? He worked hard. He did everything you're supposed to, all the ethics that you can apply, he has. He gets to the promised land and actually got denied twice already, though, so it's kind of frightening. But then that's part of the trial. So starting next year, Bill, in spite of what you believe, he runs off the next 3 championships out of 5.
I would. No, next 3 championships out. Next 4 championships out of 5.
Well, Mahomes only got 3.
Not another Super Bowl. No, not another Super Bowl loss.
I'm talking. When I say championship, I mean rings. He gets 3 trophies out of the next 5 Super Bowls. Brock Purdy and company can nail that down.
Well, give him 4. Give him actually 8. I want 8 for that. For those 3, give us 8 Super Bowls. I'm sorry, I want to get a little greedy.
Well, yeah.
Right. I want us to have 8 extra 8 Super Bowls, 13 for the number 13, and all the kids that was told they never could do it, never was Mr. Irrelevant, Mrs. Irrelevant. Guess what? He is the inspiration of the American dream that what is America supposed to be. You're right.
It is.
There you go. Because you add up 8 Super Bowls on top of the 5 we got. What number is that?
That's 3. That's 8. You just wanted 8. That's 3 plus 5, or 4. Well,
no. No, I'm talking 8 more on top of the 5.
Oh, well, now see, that's asking a lot, but we'll see. It took a lot of
No,
teams
that's
a long
not asking
time.
a lot. That man could be the next legend. I'm saying that would be the best thing to push. Because that would be 13 Super Bowls we have. Yeah. But the boys have got to get their stuff together. And before I say a Ronbo shout-out, I want to see how we do tomorrow. And I'm going to be watching the game. Somehow, somewhere, I'm going to figure it out. You know where it's streaming on?
You check your local listing for that. Because I got NFL Network. I know it's streaming there, but I don't know.
Is it? Okay, I'll just have to resubscribe.
Because certain networks will carry it. But if you're still in Texas, right?
Yes, they're all about their Cowboys.
Yeah, they're going to put the Cowboy game on. So you're going to have to find a way to get the 49ers game. Hey, the Cowboys play a different time.
But
it seems everybody plays
yeah,
this
they
weekend.
do. Give me a 49ers shout-out. And hopefully we could spoil the 3-peat this year. That would be sweet.
Big Bill. Good to hear from you, Bill. I see this weekend.
And one more thing. In case he be crazy. Brandon Aiyuk, quit getting greedy. Sign the contract. Get a Super Bowl ring. You haven't done nothing yet to get all that. Get a ring. Get a ring, then let's talk. Later.
All right. Night, Bill. And you know, it's easy for us to say, because I feel the same way. You give me $22 million, I'm as happy as a hog and slop in July. I mean, a hog and mud in July, right? But you look at Brandon Aiyuk, and there's a lot of things that are going on that we have no idea what are going on. And something was said to him to bend him in a direction where he's totally inflexible. And I'm thinking, this is why I say, who's in charge of negotiations other than John Lynch? Is he the only guy talking? Because he's the only guy. You see Brandon Aiyuk talking to him on the field, and Brandon goes to the locker room, and John follows him in. I mean, what are you guys talking about the whole time? Hey, Tony.
Hey, Ronbo.
Well, Tony, we're sitting here being 49er fans, and like I said, wondering why we have to always be suffering. This is why I understand why some people don't talk about football in the off season. And, because being a 49er fan it's a lot of stress. But anyway, Tony, I'm looking at the game coming up. I'm excited about that. It's a preseason game, I know, but I'm curious about what the newbies look like. And it would be such a wonderful time if that's all we had to think about. But Brandon Aiyuk is in there, Tony. Have you got any evolving thoughts since the last time we talked about that misery? And your feeling about the newbies and who you like and who you think is going to be the stud this weekend and that type of stuff?
I think the thing for Brandon, I think he's confused right about now, Ronbo.
I guess so.
Because getting an extra $2 million, like you said, is one thing, but going to a team that is not going to win a Super Bowl for the next 5 years, or somewhere where you're not as loved as you are in the 49ers. I mean, you got all your brothers there. You spend a lot of time there. You know it's a successful franchise. And I think at this stage, this thing's stalling because he's confused. He doesn't know what to do. And to get him over the hump, someone like Debo and Trent Williams and things like that should just sit down with him and say, bro, you've got more longevity here. You're not going to... What if he goes to another team, Ronbo, and they just use him and just bombard him with receptions, and then just throw him out like a wet sponge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what happens in the NFL.
Whereas at the 49ers, as we all know, we spread the ball around, and he's not going to get as much wear and tear on his body as he is at another team where he's the only one running the ball. And matter of fact, I would go out on a limb to say that he would end up getting sick of it.
Or hurt.
After a while. Yeah. or both.
Yeah.
So I believe he's confused because this deal would have been done if he had his mindset.
Mm.
I mean, he could still go to Pittsburgh, but imagine how he'd feel if 49ers win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. And Tony, you know what? You make a great point about it being confused at this point because Brandon Aiyuk did not think it would go to this length. I doubt in his wildest imagination moments that he thought this would drag out this long because Debo got signed, everybody got signed. But what he didn't calculate was the numbers.
You know what else, Ronbo? I think Trent was sitting back and saying, "Oh yeah, look, this guy's gonna get paid $30 million, and I'm gonna have nothing." You know what?
See, conflict.
Let's see who's more important. I want guaranteed money.
No, really, I think I'd hate to think that petty, but Trent is that petty. Remember the Green Bay Packers left tackle had just gotten paid, and Trent called and said, "Listen, I forget his name over in Green Bay, but he just got paid, blah blah blah." And actually, that tackle in Green Bay got back to tweeted Trent, "You are so petty." I mean, I think they beat him by $1.5 million or something more. I said, Trent, he is like that though.
My point is that Trent might be a factor after he decided that he wanted money from Aiyuk not getting paid. Because don't forget, they've got to have enough money to pay all the rookies and things like that. In any case, if Brandon does go, we've got Breeder back.
I noticed that. But that's two different positions.
So they're making contingency plans, whatever the case may be.
Oh, yeah, Bakhtari. Thanks, Evil. Oh, yeah. Well, they did when they drafted Ricky Pearsall. The 49ers knew this was going to be a problem. I don't know if they knew it was going to hit this level, but they knew this was going to be an issue. But then they bring them on themselves because they don't know how to handle these situations. That's what bothers me about them. They're unprofessional when it comes to certain things.
If you heard Lynch, Ronbo, Lynch said that they started this thing early and hoped to get it done straight away.
And no follow-up plan in case it doesn't? It looks like not.
Well, maybe they believed in Brandon that he would stay with all his brothers.
You and me both in there too.
I mean,
I'm kind of confused by that as well.
Don't forget, the other boys that play with you on the field make you look good as well.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
You could go to a team and ruffle some feathers, and everybody hates you.
But the organization he's with the better for.
You've seen what you've seen what Devontae Adams did at the Raiders.
I mean, Devontae jumped out of the skeleton right into the fire. I bet he wishes he would have done that.
He turned that place into a shit fight.
I know.
You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. But as far as preseason goes, I can't wait to watch this game. I really can't. Mustapha, Malik, all the boys. My thing is, my favourite part of the team is the secondary and getting the ball back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we have any problems with the secondary. I just want Kyle to let them play like they've been playing in practice. Give them a little bit of free rein and let the linebackers and the secondary play with the instinct. Let them play instinctual football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are pretty much a disciple of Saleh and D'Amico. I think we'll pretty much see that 10 years back and go.
The only thing that worries me is people are still running past McKivitz during practice. Gave up 2 sacks the other day.
Tony, as I've said, you got to get uncomfortable with that discomfort, should I say. McKivitz has already vowed that he was going to get better this year, and you and I both know that's not happening.
Oh my God! So, it's exciting to finally sit down in front of a TV and watch the boys run out onto the field again. We've been talking about it for, every second or third day.
You talk about all the time is irritating. But see, watching these guys play now, we could actually remove ourselves from that area and go into an area of, hey, now this is a good time. I guess I can't wait to this game. And then after the game's over, we go back into Miseryville.
Yeah. So, but yeah, as far as Brandon goes, Ronbo, I think he's a confused boy and he doesn't know what to do. I really do.
And that's why whoever's in the department in Santa Clara, sit down, let's talk. Brandon, listen, you want a drink? Come on, listen. Here's a story. And get to him somehow. Don't sit there and just let him go off into whatever direction he's going in. Tony, that's why you hire people, so they can go in and fix these things. They're not fixing it. It sounds like they're making it worse.
Look, the other thing is, Ronbo, I don't know how I'm going to come off by saying this, all right, because I love women, all right? I'm married. I've got 2 children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love my wife.
Yeah.
I love my family. But when it comes to business, you do not let your girlfriend or whoever it is influence you on, oh, baby, go for the more money, go for this, go for that. Shut the fuck up and go do what you have to do in the kitchen, all right? This is men's business, not women's business. You're still going to get your money for shopping and going out there and hanging out with the girls and doing this and that and the other. So just get that bloody hell out of the way.
We got to go, though.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of people can relate to that because we don't want to see this go on and on and on. But let me.
Well, I put my wife on and she'll agree with me.
I love it. Tony, have a great day because you're just getting started in your day for the most part. So listen, let me see it's Saturday, and let's see what we can talk about other than Brandon and Aiyuk anyway. All right.
Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, I can't wait. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon, 49er Brian, Jalen, and the rest of the crew. And, let's get this thing done.
Yeah, I tell you. All right, fam. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah. And we bounce over to, hey, yo, Jalen.
How's it going, Ronbo?
Jalen, you know how it's going. It's like, like I said, I have my head is divided up now. It's whenever my thoughts seep over into Brandonville, I'm usually depressed and anxiety rides in. When I think about the 49ers, the new guys, and everything like that, all of a sudden I got a big smile on my face. Endorphins are flying. And I'm saying, oh, come on, 2024. Let's play some ball. So, Brandon, man, I'm torn between delighted and not. But what are you thinking, man?
Well, Ronbo, we shouldn't be upset because, come on, guys. We took a wide receiver in the first round for crying out loud. Kyle knew that he was going to have to replace one of these guys. Why else would he take a wide receiver in the first round? That's stupid. Ronbo, you think Kyle took a wide receiver in the first round just to pay 2 top guys at that position?
I thought he was just doing it to piss me off, actually. I said, well, why do you
No. I mean, even if he did, the 49ers fans, we're going to forgive him anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, come on, guys. You guys forgetting about Ricky Pearsall? Yeah, Ricky Pearsall is all the reasons you need that Brandon Aiyuk is not going to be on this team. Because why else would we draft them, Ronbo?
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought maybe they might be thinking about getting rid of Debo. And, I always think anything Ronbo. I can to make myself feel better. You're right. I just thought something to make me feel better. But you know what? They had this planned.
Because, I mean, Ronbo, if he wasn't thinking of a wide receiver, he would have took an offensive lineman like we needed.
Instead of giving us an excuse, there was nobody available at number 32.
Hell, Ronbo, I would have took a corner over a wide receiver. I would have took a linebacker. I would have took a defensive lineman. Hell, I would have took a punter.
Hey,
he took a wide
Williams
receiver.
is getting old. Even though it's not a good thing to trade up from 32 because you're going to lose a lot of assets, I need a tackle. I don't need a lot of people in camp that ain't going to make the team anyway. Get me a quality tackle. No, we didn't do that. We got
Ronbo.
Ricky
No,
Pearsall.
we took a wide receiver. Yeah, we took a wide receiver, Ronbo. And I quote, not my words. Basically, we took another Julian Edelman or a Cooper Kupp. Not my words. That's just what people compare them to.
No,
for some odd reason.
Those are guys
For
that
some odd
established.
reason, Ronbo. For some odd reason, anytime a non-brother is taking that quarterback, we always have to compare them to other
Somebody
non-brother
famous.
quarterbacks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We can never say, oh, this guy's Caucasian, but he plays like Randy Moss. For some reason, we can never say that. I don't know why.
Well, yeah.
But
it's the same joke about
but
the cornerbacks. When's the last time you seen a quality non-black cornerback?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
This joke has been going on for a long time. I really wish some kid would work hard at the cornerback and not be black, just so this joke can stop. I don't like racial humor. It gets a little out of control,
Yeah, but I mean, Ronbo, we got a wide receiver in the first round. So come on now, we already got a replacement. So no, hey, just think about it like that.
Yeah, I try to. Because I use all kind of gimmicks to make myself feel better, even if I have to lie to myself. And then you come in and tell me the truth and set me back. But that's okay. In the back of my head, I know you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
I just wish to God the 49ers would go ahead and deal with Brandon Aiyuk like they knew what they were doing. I'm tired of this every year. It's not only us.
Ronbo,
Diva corner, the wide receivers are just annoying. And I wish they'd do these deals before the end of the season. Stop waiting till now. If you're going to do it during the draft if you're going to wait. But after that, no.
This is all on Kyle. This is completely.
That's why I
on
blame
Kyle
them
Shanahan.
too.
But nobody really ever blames Kyle for anything, Ronbo.
But you're going to, I know.
I mean, I'm going to, but I'm going to be accused of being selfish and spoiled and a crybaby.
Well, no, just gonna be a hater.
Yeah,
that's a hater. People don't agree with somebody because they not discriminate, but to criticize. They got to be a hater. I said, you know what? Everybody who's pants opinions about certain people and things is not necessarily a hater, especially when they display the facts right there in front of you. Jalen, you do a good job of doing that.
Ronbo, the man gave up 2 first-round picks for Trey Lance. We did not have 2 first-round picks for 2 straight years, and the first time we got him back, he took a wide receiver. That man is something. I mean, Ronbo, did he win the DeForest Buckner trade with Javon Kinlaw? Did he win it? No. Has he gotten a guy to replace Trent Brown at right tackle? No. I mean, yeah, okay.
And
all right.
even
but
the
Kyle, he's the
tackle
boy
he got
genius.
for Trent Brown was questionable.
He's the boy genius, Ronbo. Remember that. He's boy genius.
No, okay, Jalen, but one thing I think you hold Kyle completely responsible for all these people. I don't know that he made all those picks. And sometimes I think he gets talked into making picks. I really do.
No, he doesn't, Ronbo.
You think he has the final word on every pick?
Do you see the ish that this man is getting away with losing these games? You don't think he has control?
No,
look at what he's been hit, Ronbo. Look at the games he's been able to lose and not have any pressure on him. Yes, he picks all those picks.
Yeah.
You've lost 2 Super Bowls and there's no pressure on you?
Well, there is pressure on him. I mean, he knows it.
No, it's not. No, it ain't. They just extended this man, Ronbo. Pressure. Oh boy, that's crazy. But we're gonna be back in the Super Bowl this year, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And the Chiefs are too. And you know what? If I look up and see the Chiefs, 49ers will meet the Chiefs for the 3rd time in 5 seasons. You know what, Jay? I'm gonna tell you right now. I may not watch. I can't stand it. I can't take anymore. I can take a lot of things. The 49ers can play anybody, but if the Chiefs show up as the AFC rep, I'm going to have a hard time looking at that game because I'm going to be a nervous wreck the entire time, knowing that the 49ers are going to find a way to let Andy Reid have this game, whether he earns it or not.
I don't want to play the Ravens either, Ronbo.
I'd rather play them than the Chiefs.
I don't want to see.
No.
I don't want to see Lamar. No, they're not, Ronbo. We haven't beat them yet. What do you mean?
Did you see how the Chiefs beat him last year? That was ridiculous. Lamar, if he evolves to the next, Lamar's got to get some over his own. He's got his own demons because Lamar losing them games in the playoffs, he didn't need to lose that game. I don't know how he did that. We both donated games to the Chiefs, the Ravens and the 49ers. Both teams are suspect. Then you have to wonder who's going to win between the two. That's a good point.
I'm gonna give it to the Ravens, considering they've done it twice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they did beat us. That's right.
Yep. 2019 beat us. 2020, 2022 beat us.
We'll end up seeing the Chargers if we get there.
Oh, wouldn't that be something if Harbaugh could get revenge on the 49ers and get a ring?
No matter what, it's going to be a drama. Think about how many NFC Championship games going to be a drama no matter who we play because of history. And in the Super Bowl, good God. It'll end up being the Dolphins.
Yeah. Well, Ronbo, just quick question before I go.
Right.
Where do you see the season ending this year? Like, seriously, where do you see us ending the season? Super Bowl? NFC Championship?
No, I never call the Super Bowl. Everybody else does. I say we're going to the playoffs, and after that, I suspect.
No, of course that, Ronbo. Whoa, hold on, Ronbo. I'm not going to let you get away with this one. Come on, look at the division. I know we're going to make the playoffs. I want you to be real with me. How far do you think we're going this year?
You know, one thing you say about Shanahan, you said everything about him that's bad, but one thing that's good about Shanahan, if we park at the same parking lot as the playoffs are taking place at, we're not leaving that parking lot until the Super Bowl, at least, or NFC Championship game. So the 49ers are not going to get beat by the first two teams they see.
Man, Ronbo, let me get another shout out, brother. You know I love you.
Thanks, fam. You know I love you back, too. Let me do this right now, then. Niners! Jalen, I see you game day. And then we can have something to smile about. I know they're going to show out. See, fam, what we have to do as 49er fans is try not to look at reality so hard. You give yourself, and you put reality on one side, and you put fantasy on the other. Let that needle lean a little bit more toward the fantasy. It's not healthy to be bothered all the time, really. Oh, no, here we go. Here's some comedy relief right now. It looks like it's Marketing Pro.
Yo, Ronbo. What it do, player? What it do? As training camp season is cooking, like Marketing Pro barbecuing.
Yeah.
You know, when Marketing Pro barbecue, you know what I'm saying? The cookout is the best in the West.
Have you got anybody that can testify to that fact?
You know, the testifying comes from the players out there. You know what I mean? I be making some mean burgers. You know what I mean?
You know, you make your own sauce?
Hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I get this. You know, I got some cats in Texas that be sending me, you know, Texas barbecue is the best. Just like when the 49ers barbecue Texas boy and his cowgirls. You know what I mean? It's like that sauce. You know, it's that good barbecue sauce from Texas. But Texas, the state of Texas, Marketing Pro got a message for you. You know, you've been sauced by the 49ers empire. You know, you need to make 49ers empire sauce.
Texas boy's got that armadillo skin. You know, ain't that big lizard that runs around Texas? Yeah, Texas boy, I've seen him take some shots in that chat that are just unbelievable, and he's still standing up, though. So
let me tell you, man, Texas boy takes shots more than Donald Trump falling down. You don't feel in his ear. He got all that ketchup and, you know, Texas sauce all over Texas boy's face. You know what I mean? When he Texas boy got no shame. You know what I mean? But let me tell you, man, the Cowboys, Jimmy Garoppolo gifted the 49ers the greatest gift ever. You remember that game in Texas where the Cowboys were supposed to beat you guys on the road?
Yeah.
Where Jimmy Garoppolo kind of injured his shoulder. I'm thinking Jimmy G. Yeah, he did. Yeah, but y'all won that game, and then Big Dog Trent Williams was pointing at the delusional Cowboys fan. Might have been Texas boy. You never know.
Probably was.
Yeah, remember when he's laughing at him?
Yeah.
That's what really got Texas
just
boy
insulting him
all up in his feelings.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, Texas boy gets all up in his feelings. He's a little sensitive.
Can you imagine?
And, you know, Ronbo Sports is his, you know, place of therapy, but at the same time, the 49er fans, they just really cook that fool in that chat, man. I'll be like, it's like, Texas boy reminds me of that skunk on Highway 99, California South. that got run over by a semi-truck. I mean, it's bad.
Wait, what highway was he on?
Highway 99. You know what I mean? It's the biggest freeway in all of America. Highway 99 from L.A. will go all the way to Canada.
The thing is that you remember, and what's the biggest city that he was next to? The skunk you talk about.
Texas Boy? You talking about Texas Boy?
Yeah.
Man, Texas Boy, just tell him 42-10.
No, I know.
Just tell that cat. That cat is delusional. Mark and Pro know the score.
Do we?
From the Big Orange to the Big Apple. And Texas Boy, I know you all up in your feelings right now. You can call Dr. Phil, whatever you need to do. Call Oprah. You can even call Ronbo, but you're too scared to do that.
No, I tried to. He got on the phone. I was listening. And Emilio charged in. Ellis charged in. They went after Texas Boy so bad, I couldn't even pull them all off of him at the same time. We had to hang Texas Boy up. Texas Boy, I want to apologize for that. You got just gang banged. I felt bad for you. But you should have known as soon as you came in and said this Texas Boy was all over.
Hey, Texas
I didn't really
Boy,
see that
Zeke, I stuffed my mouth with cheese fries. Elliott is your starting running back. Jerry's role's going senile.
Yeah. Jerry doesn't care about. He's not winning. He doesn't. He knows
Zeke is your starting running back. Dallas.
They don't have any money.
Zeke remind me of that running back in The Longest Yard. Remember the cat that wear that jersey, his belly's all showing. It's a little suspect, but that's another story. But anyway, let's get to.
That was the rapper. Damn. Anyway, I know what you're talking about. What was that? What's his name?
Anyway, we in barbecue.
You know that was Nelly, right?
Nelly,
you know Nelly
no, player, no. I'm talking about that one suspect fool, man. Nelly was like a running back in that movie. You know what I mean?
Didn't he wear a shirt? Didn't he have his midsection exposed?
That was that cat from what's that cat's name from Saturday Night Live? What's that one? Tracy Morgan. That's who that was.
Was he in that movie too? I forgot. Yeah, okay.
Tracy Morgan was the suspect. That's what's his name, man? Ezekiel Elliott, man. He be wearing some suspect sports bras and shit. Like, what the hell is wrong with that cat?
Zeke needs to wear some shirts. He's like, that stomach is. I don't see no washboard. Last time I saw that. So.
Hey, but now that we did a Texas barbecue, Texas Boy all up in his feelings right now. Right now, you know what's going on with Texas Boy listening to this live? He's clenching his fist and punching the table. That's what's going on. But anyways, the Cowboys are going to have a wrecked season.
You think so?
Do you guys play the Cowboys, by the way? Before now, play the Cowboys this year?
We don't. I don't think we do.
Oh, okay. NFL gave him some mercy, man, because damn, it's been brutal lately. I remember Jimmy G smiling, running off the field. And what was that? Remember those memes with the Cowboy fans crying, like all shocked? I mean, come on, man. It's over. Dallas is game over. Texas is game over.
We got to go, Market Pro. And
hold on. Let me just say one thing real quick. Kyron Williams said, you can never be satisfied being great every day. Sean McVay wants you to be 1% better every day. Kyron Williams is hungry. He scored 12 touchdowns despite only playing 12 games. Rams Nation. We coming back, baby. And Aiyuk, listen to me, Lynch. Pay Aiyuk $30 million if you want to save your season. $30 million a year. Settle it.
All right. Market Pro.
Shout out to Ronbo Sports.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Dragon Clan, Papa Dragon. Shout out to Big Show. And shout out to the
whatever.
Nation, Rams Nation.
Yeah, whatever. Hit the bricks. Get out of here, clown.
Not Market Pro. As 49 Brian has ushered Market Pro on out and ushered himself in. Brian! Hopefully get that chat fixed between now and Saturday so you can get back in there and work those folks like we love watching you do.
Rumble, I'm having issues with that. I'm bored.
I feel bad about that. It came up suddenly. So yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just kidding. It's kind of nice not seeing all those jumps in there for one night.
I'm thoroughly entertained by your attacks on them all during the course of the program. So, yeah, we need to get that back in there.
First of all, I hope you're still on Marketing Pro. Don't you ever put the great Bill Walsh and your chump coach in the same conversation ever again. And don't you ever compare Jerry Rice to Cooper Kupp ever again either.
He does.
How dare your ass do that?
See, when you react, that's exactly what he wants you to do. That's why when he does that, I laugh. Okay, right. That is not. That is
delusional.
Not, yes.
Yeah, Ronbo, I noticed. Hey, you got those hiccups taken care of, right? So you sound better.
Yeah, I figured out how to deal with that. It used to be all I just had to hold my breath for like 30 seconds and they'd go away. Now the hiccup continues. Now I have to hold my breath for 60 seconds, and the hiccup has found a way. It's got an immunity to my holding the air, so it can't live. And now it's okay. Who's going to win this? I'm going to win this. I'll die here before you win, and with another hiccup. And so I got him. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got that down. But I watched the replay, and I noticed you got him right when you had Marketing Pro on. That was the problem. And
that was funny.
It's probably a little reflex action.
Marketing Pro is the thing is, his antics are hilarious sometimes, and you can't take him seriously. Well, it's funny because when you talk to Rudy, I do take him seriously, and it pisses me off immediately. So Marketing Pro, I can tell he came up with that material. Rudy's speaking from the heart.
Scripted. It's all scripted. He takes notes before he comes on. It's hilarious.
I know. Those jokes. The skunk laying out on Highway 99. How do you come up with that? One lone skunk.
I have no idea.
And news at 11 about that skunk being stretched out there representing Texas boy. God, he comes up with some stuff.
Yeah. He was cooking on old Texas boy tonight. What did Texas boy do to him today? God. Oh my gosh! I've never seen him cut on Texas boy so bad.
But isn't Texas boy doesn't he bother everybody? I thought he was a mutually annoying for every fan base. Actually,
I guess so. I never thought the Rams were ever threatened by Texas boy either, just like us,
I've seen Hawks fans. I've not seen it. Tony works him. Everybody works Texas boy. Texas boy is an equal opportunity annoyance. I think he likes that. I really do. He embraces the fact that everybody wants to get him. And that's why when he has his block parties, comes in and blocks everybody in the chat. Well, what is your point?
Well, yeah, I kind of do that too. Just the Rams people.
Well, yeah, but you're not blocking everybody. I mean, Texas boy blocks everybody. And I feel if a Cowboy fan comes in, he block him too.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, it is fun to watch him cry when I have them blocked, and they still cry about it. Especially you, fake Ramilia, little chump. Hey, anyway, Ronbo, what kind of a guy turns down $26 million and then goes to another team and turns down another 30-some million?
See, that's why Tony called him confused. I don't know what Brandon's doing now. He wants you to specifically send him to the teams he wants to go to. That was either Washington at one point, but somebody said Washington was not about to pony up as much money as he was talking about. The Cleveland Browns weren't either. Yeah, and the Steelers are not going to pay him $30 million. So I don't know.
Pittsburgh has more problems than we do. They've got to sign their they got to sign their running back next year. They got quarterback issues.
J.J. Watt just got paid a maximum. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. The Steelers don't have the funds to do it, and Ronbo, I think he's just going to be sitting and watching, don't you? I think he's going to be a diner. Yeah,
the guys will get to him. I think the guys on our team will say, "Listen, Brandon, man, we understand and feel your pain, but listen, let's go ahead and win the Super Bowl, man, and then you can kick rocks after that. But let's come on, we're going to stick together, right?"
And why can't his little best buddy Debo get in his ear and say, "Hey, man, I'll cut you some. I'll give you one of my Ferraris, okay?" Jesus,
if it means that much to you, right? No, I think Kittle and company, Debo, all the guys he's been grown to play with and love, they're not going to let him sit for 8 weeks.
No way. That's how much money is that? Oh my God!
And that's a fortune
for 8 weeks.
And he's only making 14.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way more money than he wants to spend.
Man, I don't know, man. That whole thing is just getting weird, isn't it? We knew it would, though, and I think you and I said it'd be August before anything congruent would ever happen.
But I was hoping August would be it. Yeah. I didn't know we were going towards September.
Yeah, right. But man, I don't know how I feel about Matt Breida coming back. What do you think? He's 30. What is he? 31 years old.
He's only going to be in there as a camp body. I don't really have any real feeling about that. I can't imagine him making.
Well,
a team.
He's just too old. Ask Big Show. He's too old to be in our team.
And there's that too. On a Big Show, yeah. But I can't imagine him making the squad. But we get a lot of injuries as far as running backs. We got a lot of running backs laid up right now. We're only going to see 3 guys this weekend. So, yeah.
Yeah. I hope it works out. Matt Breida is a pretty good dude,
Yeah, I like him.
He's been pretty solid. So.
And I wonder even if he lost a little speed, it's faster than most. So.
Yeah. But I'm kind of bummed about Tariq Owens getting cut, too. I hope he makes the practice squad.
Yeah, they'll see what happens on waivers, and nobody's going to pick him up. He's injured, too. He's got a serious injury that's going to have to be treated. So whoever picks him up off waivers would have to handle that and wait for that to heal up. And Shanahan sounds like that's not a condition that you can actually come back from real quickly. Sounds like a really serious core issue or something. But anyway.
Jeez, that poor guy. Man.
I know.
All right. Well, hey, how excited are you for Saturday, man?
I can't wait, man, because finally we can get your mind off of Brandon Aiyukism and just go ahead and play football now and see how the new kids are going to look. Can't wait.
Hell yeah. So what time are you going to be on Saturday? I'm excited.
15 minutes before the game starts.
Okay.
So, yeah. What's an early evening game?
Man.
Yeah.
But hey, how exciting is it? How exciting is it to have Ronbo back on football, guys? Oh my goodness!
Thanks, Brian.
It's gonna make our year.
I can't wait to get
Ronbo.
back.
Hey, I'll let you go. I know you got other people to talk to, but I love you. I love the fam.
Yeah.
You guys all rule. I'll see you all Saturday. It's gonna be amazing. It'll be fun.
And we love us some 49, Brian. We're gonna get that chat fixed so you can go in and do what you do with such authority.
All right. Appreciate you, Ronbo. You take care.
Night, Brian.
All right, bye.
And let's go roll it down. And it's Tony ATL. Tony. Oh, Tariq broke his hand. Thanks, Leroy. I thought it was something else. Yeah, nobody's going to pick up Tariq Owens with a broke hand. Tariq was going to have trouble getting picked up with a healthy body. No. Tony, I hear you trying to get in. You're pushing something different, Tony.
Ronbo.
There you are. All right. Tony, come on in, man.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
It is a good evening. It's almost time for football, Tony. It didn't take long. We're here already. Damn.
Yeah, Ronbo, but some of these, it hasn't been a lot, but there have been some injuries. Our third receiver, we traded Desmond Ridder to Arizona for Rondale Moore.
No.
Rondale Moore got a serious knee injury that he hurt in our drills with Miami Dolphins on Wednesday. He's out for the season. So we signed James Washington last week. I don't know if you remember him, the former Pittsburgh Steelers second-round draft pick.
What position?
So him and Ray McLeod will have to take up the slack. One of them going to win that number 3 job, and the other be the number 4. We're still in good shape.
Yeah, Rondale.
I just hope Rondale gets better.
Yeah. Wow. You know, this is the thing. This is why when you pick people up, you got to hope that they can create depth. They got to be talented, and that's always a scary thing. So good luck with that.
Yeah, and I see y'all picked up Robbie Anderson. Oh, forgive me. I mean Chosen Anderson. I bet his mother is real disappointed.
If Chosen makes the team, I'm going to be delighted. I can't imagine. I thought he was good. He's from the Panthers at one time, right?
Yeah, he was with Miami last year. He was the number 3 with Miami last year. behind Tyreek Hill
and
and
that's
Waddle.
saying something in Miami if you're the number 3, because Tyreek and Waddle are going to run 1-2, no doubt about that. They ain't even going to be challenged. So if you come in right next to him, you still got some stuff. I thought he was pretty good. We had a problem handling him.
He's fast though, because I remember in 2017, was it 17 or 18? We played the Jets when he was with the Jets.
Yeah.
And he just ran right by Desmond Trufant for a touchdown. Beat him deep. Just ran right by him.
I remember that. Anderson came in the league. Didn't he break a 4.3 or almost broke 4.3?
I don't remember. I know he was drafted by Carolina.
Because I just remember he was bullet fast.
Yeah, he's fast. So he may help you guys.
See, a lot of these guys, I'm not sure. We picked up so many draftees and picks they've had. Some of these guys are just picking up to get a look at. I don't think there's any real aspirations toward keeping them. We'll see, because they got to. Man, I don't know how this process goes. The 49ers bring in people every year, but you think, damn, he looks good, and then you hear him on the cut list at the end of the season.
Exactly. Well, this Aiyuk situation, I think you guys called his bluff a little bit, because I heard y'all had something worked out with New England, and then his agent says, no, he don't want to go there.
Right? That was surprising. I said, what? Mm-hmm. Brandon, they got all kind of money, man. More money than you could probably earn with the 49ers.
He ain't going to Washington, like you and I talked about. Yeah, like you and I talked about last week. He ain't going to Washington. They got 2 first-round receivers in Washington. He ain't going there.
And from what I heard, Washington was not going to divvy up anything near $28, $30 million. They forgot Adam Peters is over there. Adam Peters is not going to do John and Kyle up. So I was trying to understand why he wanted to do that. Right. But, Tony, how many times have we heard about players going to another organization, got paid less than what they were pissed off about from the team they just left?
Yeah. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Because he likes Jaden
Daniels. Like they play the Yeah. So, and I heard this too. I don't know if it's true. I don't think it is true, because I saw it on Twitter, that y'all in Pittsburgh had an agreement. It wasn't finalized, but an agreement. But
gentleman's agreement.
About 2 first rounders, and then Pittsburgh said, no, we're giving up 2 first rounders. And then they said something about you guys wanting a first rounder and Minka Fitzpatrick, the all-pro free safety, and Pittsburgh said, hell no.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh said, hell to the no.
What's the name of the famous family that owns Pittsburgh?
The Rooneys.
The Rooneys. Yeah. Whatever Rooney's in charge, I think there's a grandson or something like that involved now. Anyway, there's no in the genetic gene pool of the Rooneys, would they accept that kind of a deal? Nothing.
No, they wouldn't.
So, yeah, I mean, that's not. Brandon needs.
But y'all did tell me, y'all gave him permission to call other teams. Y'all gave him permission. So, yeah.
Oh, that's why Marketing Pros talk about, Brandon Aiyuk go call the Rams. Brandon Aiyuk ain't go call the Rams.
They ain't got no money.
And there's another thing. And also, what he's gonna. Hey, Tony. Okay, let's put Aiyuk on the Rams for a minute. What's the pecking order now?
He ain't gonna want to go there. Remember all them people that just left there, got out of there?
I know it's fast, but I'm just thinking, Puka, Cooper, Brandon. Where does Brandon fit in?
Brandon to be number one.
You would think so.
You have to be.
But Cooper Kupp has been a perennial All-Pro for how many years? And you know what, though? Is Cooper Kupp going to play this year?
2 years. Yeah, but
he's been injured.
Because of them injuries, he's not the same as he once was.
Yeah, it took him out 2 years in a row. So Cooper Kupp, it's going to be Puka Nacua show for a while, from here.
I still say that year, remember that year when Cooper Kupp almost got 2,000 yards? They overworked him, just like I was thinking. He ain't been the same since.
His leg went out. I mean, that's why I don't want.
He ain't been the same since.
Exactly. That's what bothers me about how they overwork CMC. These people are human beings. They ain't mules.
Exactly.
That's why.
Didn't I hear, Ronbo, that Aiyuk's agent said he didn't want to go to Cleveland? Is that true? I heard that.
So.
But it is true.
I heard that too. And it's funny because next time any player on the 49 roster makes them mad, coach will say, "You want to go to Cleveland?"
Want to go to Carolina?
There's something about winning as a competitor, Tony. You know, you look at these guys crying about their money, and they sound like they're all about the money. I could play in Siberia if they had a football team. I just want what I got coming. Okay. How about you go to Cleveland? Okay, well, now you went too far.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why when Tony said that Aiyuk may be confused at this point, now he doesn't know quite what to do. So the 49ers, and I really wish they wouldn't take advantage of that, help the kid out. All right, guys? He's meant a lot to this organization. He gets a lot. Go to 27-5. If you don't want to give him 28.
And get away from all them talking heads. I heard y'all
Yes.
talking in the chat. All them people in his head, girlfriend, all that, they're not out there sweating and practicing. Get them away from all them.
And I'm hoping Steven's not right. If Debo is doing anything to further inflame this situation, he needs his ass removed. I really hope that's not true. I would hope if Debo's going to get involved, facilitate this deal to be finished. We need Brandon Aiyuk. I can't believe he'd be saying things that would turn him the other way. So
You know the golden rule by NFL players. You know the golden rule by NFL players. You don't talk about another man's money.
Oh, yeah.
Your turn gonna come up.
And that means
so
don't go
Debo
over
should
there,
be doing it.
right? That means don't go over there. Debo saying, "Look, man, who is this? Debo. Hey, what's up? Look, man, don't let anybody lie. This conversation never happened. Listen, stand your ground. All right, just stand your ground. They got to pay you. They need you. You'll get in. Just hold on, and see. Oh,
are you guys finding him? Are y'all finding him?
Debo?
No, Aiyuk.
Are they signing him? You know what? The 49ers going to wait. He's going to play on
No,
his fifth year.
Finding for missing.
Being fined for missing?
Training camp. Are y'all finding him?
From what I understand, he is. And according to the Players Union, that can't be rescinded. You know, that can't be right. Well, who is it that can be rescinded? Oh, no. Rookie contracts cannot. They can be rescinded. Yeah. If you're a veteran, it can't be rescinded. Trent Williams is a guy that fine's going to stick no matter how long it takes to get him back in camp. But then, of course, the 49ers say, don't worry about the fine, we'll pay that.
Back.
Yeah.
You know who's not going to pay the fine? And right now, the latest count out to today is $1.2 million. Hassan Reddick with the Jets. It's up to $1.2 million.
And you know, Hassan burnt a lot of bridges in New York. Yeah, he pissed them off anyway. They'll make Hassan pay every last dime. And whatever team he goes to, if he thinks they're going to go in and they're going to sign him and say, oh, Hassan, don't worry about it. You're fine. We got you covered on that one. No. In fact, if you're not a rookie, the Players Union also made that so you can't do it. Rookies can get their fines rescinded, but not vets.
Ronbo, I was watching a couple of these preseason games tonight. The Giants and Detroit and now New England and Carolina. Ronbo, I don't like this new kickoff rule. It's dumb.
Yeah, I know.
Have you seen it?
No, I didn't watch any game yet. I was, you know what? I might go watch it now, though.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah, from a dead start.
They got to wait till the ball is kicked and it's in the air and then everybody's down. It's crazy.
You remember that year? What was that new rule they had initiated, and then they decided to take it back? I forget that, but that wasn't working either. I forgot what it was, but it was just a stupid rule. And they tested it out in preseason that year, and then they let up off of it after the season started. What was that rule? Well, they may be doing the same thing here. If it just looks completely bogus and just not of any benefit to the game, they'll cut it out.
Yep. And have you guys had any fights in camp?
Oh.
I saw the Bengals hit them.
Yeah. Graham is out there getting in fights every day now. He's
tight end?
No, Graham's a linebacker. He seems to be the only one. Fred Warner's over there. I bet, you know what? Fred Warner's over there initiating that stuff because he's part of Fred's room. Fred Warner loves to stir the pot during camp. Yeah. You guys got anybody like Fred Warner shouting from the corners and the sidelines? Because Fred's hurt right now. He's got some kind of calf thing going on. He said he'll be all right, but the thing is, yelling from the sidelines and getting people going. Fred is good at talking trash.
You got two gems, 6th and 7th round picks, one for 67. That Graham and that other kid, one from Purdue and one from TCU.
Dee Winters is starting. I got a feeling the way they're talking about him.
Yeah. Those kids can play. They dogs. They tackling machines. I like. So that's why I like my corners can hit. I like corners that can hit.
Oh yeah.
Like the old school corners, like
that's Malik Mustapha. I understand he does not tackle gingerly or politely. I can't wait to see this. You guys got anybody? Who you got in camp that you would consider a thumper?
DeMarco Hellams, our 7th round draft pick of last year. He's our backup strong safety out of Alabama.
That's always safety.
He was hit last year. He's hit again this year.
Yeah. Yep. See, that's why safeties, if they put on enough weight, you can convert them to linebackers because by nature, they smack. They don't just hit, they smack, right? And Fred Warner, all he is a safety that we got converted. And it's a perfect union, that body, man. You got that guy. He's got range. He's got speed. He's got power. Put him in linebacker and make him one of the league's best. That's Fred. And then Dre Greenlaw, same thing. Gray looks like a linebacker though, but he's fast and can cover. So, yeah, and you got to have that in the NFL now with the passing league that it is.
I just pray that there's not going to be a lot of injuries because there's starting to be a couple here and there. We lost our number 3, but we're still in good shape. Couple other teams lost a couple players.
Yeah, we got guys. We got guys hurt and out.
Yeah,
every
Pearsall's had 2 or 3 different injuries since he's been in camp, hasn't he?
That's really a bad sign. He went down on his shoulder and now he's got arrested.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he had a calf thing going on. It wasn't even during practice. So Pearsall, I can already see he's going to be tender. So we'll have him, and we have him not. So that, you know what? Ronnie Bell's he's got to come up large and in charge because Bell doesn't seem to get hurt. In his rookie year, he didn't get hurt that I know of any length of time.
Yeah, and then I want to see Danny Gray and Ronnie Bell. And like I said, I want to see that quarterback, Austin, I forgot where, out of Western Kentucky that y'all guys are undrafted free agent, Ronbo. The guy got an arm.
Are you talking
I don't know if he's going to make y'all's team. No, his name is Austin something. Out of Western Kentucky, he's an undrafted free agent. Y'all signed it. He had 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions last year for Western Kentucky.
Oh, you're talking about a defender. I was talking about a quarterback. Okay. Well,
yeah. Quarterback.
He is a quarterback.
6'2", 220.
Okay. Austin, I do remember the name.
Oh.
Austin, but I didn't.
I was talking about you on your last show.
Tony, we're gonna go way over time.
See him.
let me see you Saturday, man, during the game and after. You guys got a game Saturday or what?
We play tomorrow.
Okay. Because I'll be watching for that. All right. John.
Yes, sir. And I just want everybody to stay healthy. I want to get a look at Chase McClellan, our 6th round pick out of Alabama. I want to see him, the running back. Just keep everybody healthy.
This should be interesting. Oh, boy. You guys got enough running backs, Tony. All right. I'll see you.
Ronbo, the Rams fans have no shame. They came in my chat telling them that I'm a 49er fan, and the content creators already know about them, so we just ignore them.
There you go. You got to have it in there. Tony, we really got to roll. Production's going to cut us off. Let me see. I'll see you tomorrow or on Saturday. Yes. All right. Night, Tony.
I'll see you Saturday, Ronbo. And marketing slow, you're a drunk. Get some help. Good night, Ronbo.
Good night.
Texas boy, your ass. Good night, sir.
Good night, Tony. Okay. And a wrap. Production gets tired of us going on and on for long over a period of time, so I think we got to go. Hey, I'll see you Saturday. I'll be in your face at your place, so we can enjoy this game and yell and scream at the newbies we got. And then talk about it afterward. Bring that popcorn. The season is back. Fam, I got to tell you, though, that's what I'm saying about postseason. It seems like I don't feel, normally back in the days when we got ran off the field into December and January. now going into almost March, and so we're sitting there thinking, we're back. I still know how the 49ers' bodies are taking it, though. They're pros, they know how to take care of themselves. But what's going on? The guys that are hurt, Ricky Pearsall, wasn't in no playoffs last year. Okay, you know what? Let me not pick on Ricky, but I do worry about his durability issues already. Anyway, fam, I'll see you Saturday. Enjoy this game. Don't even think about Brandon Aiyuk. Who knows? Maybe they might. Let me not fool myself. Remember, your meter goes like this. Reality on the left. Yes. Your left. On your right. All right? Fantasy on the other side. Let that needle lean a little bit more this way. It's uncomfortable you be on the side, man. It's annoying. Brandon, you don't want to pick 30. You don't want $32 million to go to New England. You've already said forget about Cleveland. Then why don't you just stay home then with us? I'll see you Saturday. Smooth. God, I enjoyed that news. All right. See you Saturday. And please, thanks for the contributions, fam. It's always appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe before you go so we can find you. We want to get you back in here so we can talk. And hit like. Nice.